Pistons fans, it's your boy DC1 of D3 on 3 XP. Got to come in here live right quick. Got to talk about what just transpired about not too long ago. The Pistons are just made another move. We got Tobias Harris. He is back to the Detroit Pistons. You have a I believe it's a 2-year, uh, 52 million, 26 million per year. Um, Was I surprised about Tobias Harris being back as a Detroit Piston? All the rumors and stuff that's been going on. No, I'm not surprised. But also to understand that the way I look at it, yes, the Pistons need another shooter. Tobias Harris is a guy he can knock down shots, but the thing is, Tobias Harris is to me past his prime. I think Tobias Harris can help this young core with this Pistons team. Yes, he can. But the thing is with Tobias Harris that is that he's a guy that he's been inconsistent at times. When you need big moments from him, he to me kind of shy away from that. I think the situation with the Philadelphia 76ers, he was end up being a third option, sometimes the fourth option. In some cases, and that he shows his inconsistency at times. He shows when he plays well, he plays well. But it didn't work out with Philly. Now you just seen Philly just got Paul George, and they extended Tyrese Maxey. So it came down to Tobias Harris. Like you said, you heard all this. The rumors and speculations and the stuff that's been going on. So, and now, he's back as a Piston. What I feel about it, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna go overly excited about it. No, I'm okay with it. You like you said, you need that veteran over there. So I mean, I don't have a major problem with it, but it's just at the same time, I just, not gonna get overly too excited about it. I mean, can he, fit well with this team? Yeah. I mean, he knows this Pistons team, he's been here before, but it's a situation that, I'm not gonna get too excited about it. What up, Art? What's going on, arguing? Good to see you, fam, man. I thank you, man, for showing up yesterday too, man. Man, the breed, breed is in the building, man. Tobias Harris over me. Come on, man. Yeah. Always will remember that, bro. That was always a funny clip, man. That Jimmy Butler. But hey, that was on Philly. They made that mistake to side Tobias over Jimmy Butler. And y'all knew he was clearly a better player. But yeah, it just 52 million a year, for 2 years, 26 million per year. But like I said, I'm not gonna go too crazy about it. Not gonna go, oh yeah, we got Tobias back. Yeah, he's gonna he Tobias Harris is, to me, is past his prime, to be honest. Can he be the guy that can still knock down some shots and floor spacing? Yes, he can. But again, he was when he was here the first time. He knocked out some shots. He did his part for some cases, but he was inconsistent. And Tobias Harris has been like that for majority of his career. The inconsistency. Now it's going to be interesting now that you got Tobias in, back as a Piston. Now, clearly he's going to be your starting small forward. Clearly. So, unless they really just go small line and we end up playing the 4, you put Durr in the 5. But we'll see with Bickerstaff what he does, and saying would change it. But Tobias Harris will be starting for sure though. So at the 3 spot. So so the spacing on the floor, yes, he can provide the floor spacing for Cade and Ivy, for his knockdown shots. So, but it remains to be seen. So, but they're not gonna get too overly excited about the Tobias Harris, saying signing. It's not bad, but I'm not going too crazy with it. What up, though, Alex, man? What's good with you, brother? Very appreciate you, bro. You always showing love, man. But yeah, I just had to come here and come on live very quick, man. Just wanted to talk about it. I'm not gonna take too much of the time, and I'm thinking all the viewers are showing it's out here now. So, um, but yeah, other than that, like I said, I feel, you know, I'm not gonna go too crazy about it. So, but Tobias, we got another shooter. We got Tim Hardaway, another shooter. So it's what it is, man. I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, be here too long. I seem, just talk about it, but it's what it is, though. Me, it's what it is. Bree,
You.
Tobias Harris over me. Tobias Harris over me. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I think it's a good sign.
I mean, I'm not gonna. It's not a bad, but I'm not gonna go too crazy about it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go too crazy about it because, like I said, I just stated that Tobias Harris, he can still knock down shots, but the thing is, though, he's been up and down. He has not been consistent, and that's the issue. It's always had with him. When he was in Philly, even before he was in, saying when he was with the Clippers, and he was here, with here before with the Pistons. He was, even some degree when he was in Orlando, when he started his career in Orlando. So he has had some,
and Milwaukee too, because he was with Milwaukee too.
Yeah, I forgot he played in Milwaukee. I think he started in Orlando, and they believe in Milwaukee, or I believe it's one of those two. I think he's one of those. I know he was in Orlando for sure, but yeah, he's been inconsistency. I like what Art just put up, like what he just put on there. A decent sign, that sign, especially is with all the rumor and Target and signing other teams, like we said yesterday. We're not a desired destination. Yeah, absolutely, because we're a small market team, and on top of that, a lot of people, you know, don't want to come to Detroit. Saying a lot of free agents don't want to come here. It's almost like the same we talked about the Detroit Lions. A lot of people are like, oh, this is not a destination, free agent destination, to come to Detroit for the Detroit Lions. But when you start winning, when you have that culture, now you start seeing guys, oh yeah, I want to come here now. I want to play for this culture. I want to play for this team.
Exactly.
That's that's why the Lions is able to have that success. With the Pistons, they got the same thing. Especially when you're a small market team, you have to prove have an identity, have a culture, and if you have those things, you start winning games. They bring a lot of the fan base, like the Lions did. It's
It
going to
takes
be
time.
steps. It takes time.
It takes time with a team like this because this team's got a long way to go. We got a lot of young players and things like that. So it's I know we wish we could have signed certain players that went somewhere else. But I mean those things happen. I mean, we don't know if they already tried to get a contract with these players. So I'd always hear fans like, man, we could have got this person. We don't know if they would have offered them a contract or not, and they just said no. Yeah. So we don't know all the ins and outs. But I think with Tobias, I think he's gonna be a starter for. I think so.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You could have Durant out there in the 5. You had Tobias out there on the 4. And it's just good to have like a veteran out there that can teach these young guys, man, and a guy that's been here. He's been with Detroit.
Yeah.
So
I think, absolutely. I think he could help these. Yes, he could help this young core. I think the floor spacing, he could be he's part of the rotation to provide that floor spacing. Yes, absolutely. And you get a knockdown shooter. Yeah, he could knock down some shots. Like I said, it's just me personally, his inconsistency with majority of his career. And we like I said, now to the point we need to get a veteran big. Now, unfortunately, we get some bigs, that signed with different teams already. So now we already got Drummond just signed back with, with it went to Philly for a 2-year, $10 million. You got Isaiah Hartenstein just signed with OKC. You
Good
got,
move.
yeah, you got, Mason Plumlee just signed with Phoenix. You got these bigs, saying they're going to different places. Jonas Valanciunas just signed a 3-year, $30 million, I believe, or something like that to the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? You just see these bigs sign with different teams already. So I mean, we'll see what have we need a vet. Yes, we do need a veteran big, saying to help Duran and Fataki or all those them bigs, that we have.
Yeah.
We need to
If they can stay healthy,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Because this team gotta have just not staying healthy. And one thing about Tobias, man, he stays healthy. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So just what my man was saying down here, our bench will look good. Yeah, if they can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And it depends on who we resign to.
Yep.
That's another thing too.
Oh yeah, we know Fataki is gonna get resigned. They already working up, Fataki. He's gonna get resigned. We need him. He shows he shows he's a guy that can shoot the three, that can stretch the floor. We need for we definitely he's gonna get resigned. It's just a matter of time. He's gonna get resigned before you know it. They're gonna work on it. So I'm very confident Fataki will be here. Yeah. He, part of the part of the rotation. So I'm not too much worried about him. Like I said,
it's gonna be interesting to see who they gonna have at that starting 3 position. Are they gonna have Asar? Are they gonna have Fontecchio? It's gonna be interesting to see who they're gonna have.
It's gonna come down to right before we jumped on. I said I think Tobias gonna start as a 3. If they decided, okay, let's just say Isaiah Stewart still is here. Let's just say that. Let's just say happy if he's still here. You'll probably have a Stewart at the 4, during the 5, Tobias Harris at the 3. Now, it might be a situation might decide to go small ball if you had during the 5, Tobias Harris as the 4, and it could be a SAR. If Ron Holland shows, now I mean the summer league is summer league. If he could show in training camp and show in preseason that he deserves a starting position, that could be possible. He could be in the 3rd spot. He played a small forward position, in the starting lineup. That remains to be seen. So we'll see with Bickerstaff and what adjustment, what lineups was best for him in the rotation. So it's only going to come down. But Tobias Harris, he's going to start. He's going to start. It's just right. He's going to be the 3 and the 4. So whatever side Bickerstaff, if he's going to go the small lineup or he's going to, and also too, it depends on the matchups too when you in this upcoming season, because some teams like to go small ball, some teams, you have to, play bigs. So it's going to come down to.
Now, I got to ask you this question, and I want to know your opinions about this, and it's about your other team. What you think about the moves the Clippers made?
I like it. I mean, you got Derek. I was surprised at Derrick Jones Jr. I thought Dallas was going to re-sign him. I'm surprised, but we got another athletic guy. The Kevin Porter Jr. If he can stay out of trouble, stay out, he'll be fine. Other than that, the James Harden resigning, which I kind of expected that, I didn't hear the trade rumors, about for Russell Westbrook and stuff. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe that I hope Russ can stay. I hope the Clippers can still work something for him to keep him. It's just unfortunate situation with which I kind of wasn't surprised about the Paul George once, the contract they offer him, and wasn't surprised that he was going to leave. And but I'm a little disappointed, but he could have stayed with the Clippers. You're a little disappointed, but again, you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he's going to Philly. I wish him the best, man. And he gave the Clippers good 4.5, 5 years, even though some injuries had. Yeah, I know we went to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in the franchise history, without Kawhi, but with him playing. But it's just, again, I'm disappointed, but I'm not gonna be like I'm not upset about it, but it's what it is. It's gonna come down to, I think Philly could be contenders for the East if they can stay healthy, absolutely. But you got to get through Boston. You got to get through New York. Yeah, I think those two teams. I can't say none. I can't say about Milwaukee because we don't know what's going to happen in Milwaukee. And some degree, I won't count out the Miami Heat. So
yeah,
but I don't know if Embiid and those core can stay healthy. They just resigned Kelly Oubre. That was huge. They needed some. They resigned him.
man. I would have liked to have Kelly Oubre here, man.
Yeah,
I like Kelly Oubre.
yeah,
I like Kelly Oubre.
yeah. But it's just what it is, man. Yeah, like I said, the Clippers they knew there's something they had to get some athletic guys. So it's what it is.
See, Ark, I feel you on that. And that's my Sparty dog, Gary Harris. Shout out to Gary Harris.
Yeah.
But Gary Harris can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. He's been injured a lot in his career. Of course, I would like him because he sprays the floor and he can shoot threes.
And he played defense.
He's very limited in the defensive and on defense.
Only because the injuries.
Yeah.
But when healthy, he's a good defender. Now,
yeah.
I agree with you. I would love to have Gary Harris come back. He comes back to Michigan. Play Michigan State.
But you know who I would like to come here, man, and not too many people talk about it, and he's a free agent. I don't think he's signed. I would like Mo Wagner to come here.
I think Orlando's going to work something to keep him.
I think so too.
I think Orlando's going to work something to keep him. You got now. Orlando got a veteran over there. They got KCP. That was huge. Now, if that was real huge, now you bring another Orlando's. He can knock down shots, but I think they still need another shooter. Orlando, they need another shooter because they got guys that can play defense. They got guys. They still got some money. They could go get somebody else.
Absolutely.
If Paul George would have went to Orlando, if he would have went to Orlando with KCP over there, with Paolo Banchero, that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty.
And even if Hardenstein would have went there, that would have made them better.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. That would have been even nasty. You talk about Orlando would have been, if Paul George would have went there, Orlando, to be honest with you, Orlando would have been they would have been the top 3 in the Eastern Conference. Top 3.
Yeah.
I think they would have been past Philadelphia. Maybe not past New York, not past Boston, but they definitely been in the top 3. They've been they probably may could have been title contenders, maybe, if Paul George was over there. But they got KCP, and I'm quite sure Orlando's not done making moves. And this is the thing that Orlando's doing things that we should have been doing as Pistons. Orlando,
absolutely.
Now Orlando, they straightened up their front office. They cleaned up. They got guys surrounded for Pablo Banchero because they know he's their franchise guy.
Absolutely.
We had K. We know with K, he's our franchise guy, but our organization has failed him, failed our players. And that's the problem. That was the whole difference. Look at OKC. What they do? They traded for, you know, Shea Gibbs Alexander for the Paul George and stuff. But he's the guy, he's the main guy, and they surrounded him. You drafted with these draft picks, you get the Jalen Williams, you get Chet Holmgrens. When they start building winning, and then you get friends. You see Hartenstein just went over there. They just resigned Isaiah Joe. They just resigned
Shooter.
yeah. They just they the money. And they when you winning, even OKC is not a free agent destination like that. But they're winning. They surround Orlando's not a great Orlando wasn't it's not a free agent destination like that. But they're winning. It's just our franchise are
unless you like going to Disneyland, but
yeah.
and good weather. Other than that, yeah, I feel
in the state taxes. You ain't gotta worry about the state taxes.
that too.
You ain't gotta worry about the state taxes. But it's just the point now is our organization has failed us fans, has failed us our players. It really has. It really has. So now it's just, you know, it's the point that you know Trajan, you know, they had to clean house in the office. We don't have a GM yet, but I mean, we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. I mean, Pistons can't get no. You can't get no worse over. Can't get nothing. You know, can't get no worse than 14-68. I mean, you ain't gonna go no 13-69, and you know, we ain't doing that. But Pistons gonna be better. You can't get no worse than that. On 16, Tobias Harris over me. I mean,
that should be a shirt. Nah, I'm like that should be a shirt. I know Tobias gonna hate that shit, but that should be a shirt. Is that
he said the Pistons have an alliance moment.
They are. They really are.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
that's how a lot of struggling teams are. I mean, you're not gonna be a good team all the time. You know, you're gonna go through struggles. That happens with every team.
Yeah.
Every good team. That's happened with the Warriors. The Warriors had them bad years. Then they got back to promise. Now they a playing team. Now they don't even know if they're gonna sign back Klay Thompson. So it's like, who knows? You know, I know some people was upset we couldn't get Chris Paul, but we knew Chris Paul wasn't gonna come here.
Nah, Chris Paul, nah. Chris Paul, and now he signed with San Antonio. Now they got a point guard. You know, to be honest, Chris Paul need to retire. I mean, he's been bouncing around these teams and all that, trying to get a championship. But at this point, Chris Paul, I'd be honest, you just go ahead and retire, bro. You know, you would be a great point guard. I mean, as far as top point guards of all time, I'm quite sure he probably maybe a lot of people consider him as a top 10, top 15 point guards of all time. But you know, Chris Paul is just gonna go ahead and retire. But it would help Victor Wembanyama. You know, it would help him. It would help some of the young guys on that team. San Antonio's every time Chris Paul is on a team, they end up become a playoff team. Won't be surprised San Antonio be a playoff team. Won't be surprised. So we'll see. Yes, I know on Paul George, this is Philly. Yeah, I know you called, you text my phone. I know.
Pat is in Philly. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I wish PG-13 the best. You know, I wish him the best. You know, hey, you in the root now. You signed your deal. You know these Philly fans are. You don't show up.
And shout out to Tyrese Maxey for that deal too.
Oh yeah, well deserved, absolutely.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You said CP ain't better than Rondo?
Two different style point guards. Two different style point guards. Two different style point guards. Yeah, Rondo is a better defender than Chris Paul. I don't think Rondo is a better facilitator than Chris Paul, but I know you know, I mean, Chris Paul is a better shooter, but you know, other than that, you know, I mean, personally, I would take in some degree, I'll take Rondo. I'll take Rondo over Chris Paul because he's a better defender, and he's like I said, it's some a lot of people will say Chris Paul, but I tend to somewhat agree with almost saying that. I'll take Rondo. I'll take Rondo, but I will put Chris Paul in at least top 10, top 15. I put him that of point guards of all time. So
Mm-hmm.
I will say that. So, but yeah,
Absolutely.
he's a better passer than Chris Paul is a better passer than Rondo, you know,
Absolutely.
but yeah, he's a better passer than Rondo. But as far as defender and winner, I'll give that to Rondo. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at signing. I just feel like it's a little overpaid, somewhere around 20 million. So I mean, 52 million a year, you know, for 2 years, 22. I mean,
With the way this NBA is, that's about average right now.
yeah,
20 $25 million a year. That's average. If you
yeah,
could get somebody like Timothy Mozgov 10 to 15 million a year, like come on now.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on now. Yeah, this
Art
come on.
Simpson, prime CP was an MVP candidate, better than Rondo ever every category. I mean, I don't. It's yeah. I'll say Paul. I'll say Chris Paul. Far as if you want to look body of work, a lot of people will say Chris Paul. But if I need a better defender, point guard, and a winner, I mean, yeah, Chris Paul's been a winner everywhere he went. He been in the playoffs, but at the same time, you know, Rondo has a little more of that. Yes, they both had injury histories, but Rondo, I could count on Rondo a little bit more if I could count on Chris Paul, especially down there when the playoff moments. Because Rondo has showed up in playoff moments versus Chris Paul hasn't. So I give that. So it's
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's
Plus, with Rondo was with Boston, and then that helped him have the squad that he had.
mhm.
So he had to prove himself in Boston.
Yeah. And then he
So
ended up going to he ended up going to Dallas, and that didn't work out with Dallas. But you know, him and Rick Carlisle didn't see eye to eye, and after that, he kind of bounced around. You know, he ended up getting a championship, even though it was a bubble championship with the Lakers, but he ended up getting that. So, I mean, you know, Rondo got something that Chris Paul doesn't have. He got championship rings.
and even with
Exactly.
Rondo, he was with New Orleans. He played pretty well for New Orleans when he played with
Him and
Drew Holiday. Because
yep,
those
him and
those
Anthony,
two causing havoc.
Anthony Davis. Yeah, I remember the
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis. Yeah. So it's Rondo is they both bounced around. Yeah, Rondo did. He played with Chris Paul. Played with some good players too. You know, I mean, I can agree. He played with better players than Chris Paul, but but Chris, you know, Rondo. Yes, he had a lot of playoff records. Chris Paul should have a lot of some playoff records as well. But at the same time, when you needed Chris Paul, either he's always hurt in key games or he doesn't show up. At
Yeah,
least I know Rondo's gonna show up. So it's just what it is, man. So I mean, yeah, but back to the Tobias and like I said, I'm not too you're not gonna go crazy with it. It's what it is. Not going too crazy with it about it. I mean, hey, you know, welcome back. You know, Tobias. You know, we'll see, you know, what he does. You know what I'm saying? You know, if he can
yeah,
stay healthy, it's another one, you know, that can help this team, you know. But
right.
I'm not gonna go into about those predictions, not gonna do none of that. I'm not doing no prediction. Oh, the Pistons can automatically be a playoff team, or the Pistons could be a play-in team. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
Mhm.
I'm because you know we still got a lot going on for this off season. So I just can't wait till this free agency and stuff and said and done.
Yeah,
So we get back to we now get back to some football. So I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ready for it. We definitely gonna be talking some Lions, man. Go back talking to some Lions, man, because this is the one of the miserable times right now in sports.
Yeah.
When
No
especially our
basketball, no football. All you see is
well,
baseball, and we ain't even got a good baseball team. You
well,
see
well,
tennis
yes.
and all this other stuff. So
I mean, yeah. Well, how do you want to get started with the Tigers? I know they won yesterday, but I don't even want to get
oh, they
started.
actually won.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know they won yesterday, but
okay.
but I ain't not going to even going to go there.
I
But
mean, Angels without try. So it is what it is.
well, you yeah. I want to say that's your problem, Art. Winning is the most important, Ron. Yeah, CP2. Yeah, 12-time All-Star, 7 time. Yeah, which that is true. CP was, but also too that Rondo. Yeah, Rondo's in the top 5 triple doubles and assists in playoffs. Absolutely, valid stats for both sides. But like I said, if I had to choose between, I'm choosing a winner. I'm choosing Rondo. I Chris Paul, yeah, you got to the finals. You was up 2-0. You let Milwaukee won 4 straight. They won the championship. You had too many playoff failures. I know some of the things with injuries out of your control, but when you were there, you had opportunities and couldn't get it done. I know Rondo's been around. He's been in a couple of NBA finals. He's won 2 of them. And I know he lost one, but he won 2 of them. But
Yeah.
hey, Rondo shows he's a winner, And then Rondo didn't have to always do everything. He didn't require what Chris Paul had to do a lot. So, but again, me personally, like I said, I agree with Owen. I would take Rondo, but Chris Paul is definitely a top 10, top 10, top 15 all point guards of all time. I will say that much. Yes, no question.
Yeah.
I would put Chris Paul. Call me crazy or not, I would put Chris Paul over John Stockton. I will put Chris Paul over John Stockton. Some people like, no, I wouldn't put. I'll put John Stockton. I will put Chris Paul over John Stockton. I would put him at.
Okay.
He's not gonna be. He's not ahead of Magic. That's a no. He's not ahead of Isaiah Thomas. That's a no. He's not ahead of Steph Curry. That's a no. He is not ahead of. I don't know if those. He's not ahead of them for sure. He's not. He's
Right.
not.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
I mean, two good point guards, 2 nice careers. So hey man, it's you can't go wrong with either one of them. Right?
No.
Rondo is more of a one more. It's just CP has all stars and all that. That's LeBron's boy, so you already know when you friends with LeBron, you know how that's gonna be. So, but and then he had a reputation because a lot of players didn't like him when he was president of the Players Association too. So he's at a rep.
So I would put Popeye Jones over the Stockton.
That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. That's another guy who need to get a coaching job. Is Popeye Jones.
Oh man, he said Popeye Jones, man. He said Robert Horry won more rings than LeBron, so you mentioned he's better player. No, it's just Robert. Yeah, they going back and forth. But Robert Horry, Robert Horry just been in some great situations. He just ended up in teams and ended up some situations. Like I said, I mean, I'll put it like this: with the Houston situation, he got drafted to the Houston Rockets, and there was that team around because they wasn't that great of a team until they just got hot in the playoffs and won those 2 championships. They both were 6 seeds. Both years they were 6 seeds. Had to play on the road and all those times, and they won championships. So yeah, but it was just that Robert Horry, it's he got 7 rings. I mean, personally, a lot of people won't say he's not a Hall of Famer. I will put him as a Hall of Famer just because what he has done to this put his game in his career. He made a lot of big clutch shots, saying when you need it, a la Spurs and Pistons. When Rasheed Wallace left them open, you don't leave. They told don't leave Robert Horry open. What did you do? You left Robert Horry open. I remember Sacramento Kings, LA Lakers days, and Shaq, Kobe attacked the basket, missed the layup. Shaq he tapped it back to Robert Horry. Robert Horry hit that three. Because if he didn't make that three,
I wasn't Shaq. It was Vlade Divac who made that mistake.
Yeah, you can say that too. But you don't leave Robert Horry open.
Nah, you can't.
Robert Horry just made a lot of big shots. He made a lot of big shots. He went San Antonio even with Houston. He made some big shots with Houston. Even coming off to me, he made some huge big shots. But Robert Horry, I mean, do I think he deserves being in the Hall of Fame? Yes. He's been a clutch big shot. Maybe the stats don't always tell it all, but Robert Horry, everything he has been on, he's won championships. He's won multiple championships. He won 2 San Antonio, won 3 with the Lakers, won 2 with Houston. He's been around, but it's what it is,
Hey, Owen. It don't matter about the MVPs and All-Star game. It's all about winning them championships, brother.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. I mean, you can say the same thing about Bill Russell. Bill Russell won more than anybody. Yeah. But a lot of people, but they mention more of Jordan's championships more than Bill Russell's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even with they always go through talk about Jordan's record in the finals. But yeah, they criticize LeBron how many times he's lost. So it happens. It's all about winning. No matter what people say, it's all about winning.
Winning championships. People, it's like in Super Bowl, they talk about Tom Brady. He got 7 Super Bowls. But, people say, oh, Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever play. I don't think he is. But, I'm still putting, Tom Brady has lost 3 Super Bowls. Twice to the Giants, 1 to the Eagles. And Tom Brady could have lost a few more if it wasn't for Seattle's stupidity. He hit the ball to Marshawn Lynch. All you have to do, the game was over. When they played the Eagles the first time, Donovan McNabb haven't turned the ball over so goddamn times. When goddamn Carolina didn't know how to play defense. When the goddamn Atlanta, that was, I don't even want to get started with them. Yeah. Tom Brady could have had more losses in the Super Bowl. So but I still say Joe Montana to me personally. Joe Montana. Undefeated in Super Bowls, 4-0. Enough said. He's undefeated. Oh, it's what say Joe Montana. I take Joe Montana. But a lot of people's gonna go with Brady. Honestly, what does that make Chris Paul win? Oh.
4,000.
These guys going back and forth, man. Hey, going back and forth, man. So, Bree, man, you got any final thoughts about this Tobias Harris thing before we jump on out of here?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I like the move. I welcome back Tobias. We'll see what he do. I like the, he's gonna be very aggressive. I think it's gonna help this team. This day forward. But I like it. I know some people are mad because of how much money they had to spend, but this is like regular with contracts now. You have to overspend to get guys here. Like, you're not gonna have guys that be like, oh, I'm gonna come here for a destination. Like, you have to overpay guys. Hell, you have to overpay to get Monty Williams. So those things happen, but that's the NBA. But even the signing with Tim Hardaway. I'm cool with that move.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. But with the Tobias, I like this move, man. It seemed like he wanted to come here. I think he probably wanted to come here the last couple years. Mm-hmm. So it's good to have a player that wants to come here and wants to make a difference and to teach these young guys, like Stewart and Duran and a lot of these guys. So and he's been to the playoffs. Yeah. So he knows that. So he can teach these guys that. So I like the move.
He's
been here before. Mm-hmm. So he knows the Detroit culture. He knows how things are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, but like I said, I just, Tobias, welcome back. Like you said, we definitely see what's going to happen. Like I said, Trajan, of course, is not done making some moves, and like I said, we'll see what happens in this free agency. This is pretty much a day and a half so far of this free agency. So, it started yesterday at 6 p.m. So, it's still got some sign-ins and some trades and stuff is going on. We definitely gonna be, bring y'all some updates and what's going on with this Pistons team and any other teams is going on. So we're definitely gonna bring y'all some updates on that. So make sure y'all continue to follow this channel, like and subscribe, hit the notification button, so you get the notification, to get the updates of what's going on with myself and Breed and Omis J. Shout out to the guys in the comments, man. Ark and Owen 16, I'm saying there. And let's go then. Yeah, and was my man's, Rap, Alex, shout out to those, everybody that's viewing right now, I'm saying. So, definitely appreciate y'all, man, rocking with us a lot, man. So, and
trouble. We might officially have to start a Cheez-Its and Modelo fund for this man here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Mr. Nomus
J.
Oh, so glad y'all told me y'all was going live again, Daryl. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Just coming in to chime in and give my thoughts on the whole situation with the Pistons. So where we at?
Well, we was just about to end it because I was actually about to jump off. But if y'all want to continue, y'all can go ahead because I was about to jump off because I got to take care of some things before I go to work. But if y'all want to continue, y'all can go ahead. But we just pretty much was going over about the Tobias Harris and why Ark and Owen in the comments going back and forth about Chris Paul and Rondo. But yeah, that's where we're at. And you see what happened to my boy Paul George. So
yeah, I'm gonna get you, Daryl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, no man. Y'all, if you want, you can go ahead. I'll be listening out because I'm gonna have to jump on out. So y'all go ahead and finish it out.
For sure, man. So appreciate that.
So,
and no, one more thing, where's your cheeses in Modelo?
I haven't really had them as late, but yeah.
You slipping though. You slipping though. You slipping though.
Ain't the only thing slipping around here. I got you.
Yeah, I know. Just go ahead with your negative thoughts about me. I'll be listening to your negative thoughts and about Detroit sports. I know. Go ahead, no. Just like you talk bad.
We gonna see. Here you go to the bullshit. Anyway, everybody, that's Daryl for y'all today. Now go ahead and get business, Mister. Go live and don't tell nobody, Mister.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get the rest of y'all with DSN too. I'm gonna get y'all. Y'all be treating me and Bree like stepchildren. I'm gonna get y'all. We'll get y'all. We go get y'all.
There you go, Noman.
It's okay, Noman.
It's okay.
All you gotta do is just woosah this, and it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, get your cheeses and Modelo, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
No, you don't. I
But
know
let
you
me
don't.
let me
I
start
know
off.
you're on your Wayne Brady mode, but we gonna have to. Hey, no, see what you done started, and they done came on there and said and told you to be quiet.
But I don't got no ups to shut, so I don't know who you talking about. Anyway, all right. Let me first start off by giving my perspective about the new head coach, DJ Blankenship. I think
JB,
it was a solid
JB,
hire. Considering all things. Say that again.
it's JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah, JB. You said JB. Yeah. Bickerstaff. Okay. See, yeah. Okay. It's gonna take me some time getting used to that name, but yeah, man. Like I said, I think it's a solid hire for the situation. I'm just glad we finally know who our head coach is. Obviously, from what we know about him, I feel like he's one of those type of guys you had to learn a little bit more of what he's doing because his previous team, wasn't in our situation, right? So our situation is a little bit different, and I just want to basically see if he's going to be able to install that system where he can put everybody in the right spot. Pretty much, can he get who pulls the ball, who's bringing up the court, can he manage the game? Basically, that's the only thing I'm more concerned with. I'm like I said, that's it. Other than that, I think we'll be fine with that. I'll do some more digging. I'll maybe make a video about it myself. What you laughing at me about?
I'm laughing at Art, man, when he said good job. He said DJ Bickerstaff.
Yeah, I know. I had a long night yesterday. But no, man. So far as us for signing Tobias Harris, I kind of felt we were going to. I had a feeling that was going to happen. We and at the end of the day, like I said, man, we needed a veteran. He has a lot of playoff experience. Obviously, we know we got a lot of history with Tobias. The one thing though, there was always a problem with his game, though, was defensively. Saying that is always a concern when it comes to Tobias Harris because he hasn't been the best defensive player in the world, and we still need like a backup center that can help on defense, and we need a power forward that can defend because what people don't understand is that we have so much youth on this team that we kind of need some experience in some key spots because we don't have the leadership and we don't have the consistency defense. And part of the way why the young guys aren't always consistent defense because just for this fact that being that they're young, maybe they're not feeling the system. So when you bring more of those guys in the locker room that can, be authority figures as far as understanding the assignment, it kind of helps keep things together because it was a lot put on Cade, who, by the way, got extended. And, I'm happy to hear that because obviously we didn't want our cornerstone piece to go away. So from that standpoint, I'm happy about that. And then obviously, like Tobias Harris, I have no problem with it. It's a 2-year deal. That means they're giving time for some of those guys they drafted to kind of, be able to push him off the roster. So it's like, on one end, I'm kind of concerned because of the defense, but at the same time, it's not a long-term deal. And from the list of it, it seems like they put him in a situation where they could move on from him if they don't like what they see. From the situation of the contracts, I think he's due for like 30 in the second year. But this year, I think up front they giving him maybe like 20, but it's overall, obviously a $52 million contract. So yeah, man, I'm cool with it. It's not a move that I'm necessarily going to jump and not be hype about, but I'm not about to be negative about it either because I understand the situation. I kind of said this on Deuce and King's channel the other day that I had a feeling that we should go after him. You know what I'm saying? But depending on the price and situation, and I guess they must have heard what I said. So we'll see how they go about where everybody's role go be. And yeah, man, as far as that, with Cade go, real excited to have him here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff he got blamed for last year, over the last years in general. A lot of people been picking at him about the health. And I think that's been a little bit petty because we've seen other players get hurt all the time and they play literally 40 games a year. Yeah, people wanting Zion Williamson, who's a career 20-game a season guy. Hey, yeah, I'll take Cade all day. And at the end of the day, I'm glad that he's going to be here moving forward. I think, unfortunately, we gonna have to deal with every time he leaves game with minor nick that may keep him out for a couple games. It's gonna be more and this and that and the third. His money, so we gotta be prepared for all of that because you know how the Detroit fan base is. So I'm just saying, leave the negativity away from Cade, man. Like this is the guy who wanted to be here when he was the number one pick. Don't throw him in the garbage now. He could be Jalen Green who gets benched for his bad play. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about that though. But anyway.
Listen,
Yeah, man, I'm cool
no,
with
hey,
it.
no. Leave little right alone.
Right.
You got that soul glow
No,
going on.
man. So let me ask you a question though, Bree.
Yeah.
Who you want to see them go out there and sign if they can? Like anybody you want? Here comes
Oh, boy, then. Boy, then. Boy, no, then got up. Where no go? You know, it left like crazy. See, look at him. No, Miss J. Hello. Yeah.
Dante, I'm gonna try to get you in a second, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, you got some one going on.
Uh-huh. So a lot going
I'm
on
hearing
in
some
your
echo.
end. Yeah, that's on your end.
Okay, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna mute. Just answer my question about who would you like to see them target?
You over there banging out down there, brother? There's a lot going on over there.
No, no, it ain't that.
I like some bed rails going on over there, man.
Oh man, that string yard with that.
We don't blame it on string yard on this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But no, just who you want to see them go out there and make a move for if you could? Get somebody in here.
Man, I would have before. Shoot, it was a couple of people, but they already decided. I would have liked to try to get Kelly Oubre, but he signed back for free.
Yeah.
Shoot, I would say a veteran. So I would have liked to get Jalen Smith. If he signed somewhere. So yeah, we got to get a forward. We got to get a forward center, man. We just got to see who else is out there. You know, but I got to check the list to see who else is still available. But I would have liked to have Metu come back. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't know who else they could sign. I mean, we need a center. We need a backup center. We need a veteran center. But I just got to find out who's really out there. Said Caleb Martin. If he wants to come here, I wouldn't mind that. But I like Caleb Martin. But I don't know. Is he? He in Miami? I think he in Miami. So that'd be nice. Guy can shoot, can play defense. He's got playoff experience. But that's a 2-3. So if you want to sign, we got a lot of 2 and 3 positions. So could he fit with being with the Pistons? That's the thing. So they muted himself and everything. So so what's up, brother?
What's up?
Shit, chilling.
None, man. I'm playing. I was trying to get in because I saw that shit breaking news. Tobias come back. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, what happened? So,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought that they paid him too much money, or why sign him or anything like that. So
I think that too. I think it's too much money involved in that shit because you got to think about it. You got to think about it like they did with golf. They gave golf too much money, and that boy. But now they got high expectations. Like now they don't just want golf to go to the Super Bowl. A lot of people I've talked to close hand, from co-workers to friends, have said he better win the Super Bowl. Ain't no just going for the
right.
amount of cheese you get. They want the full blooded. We better be going. We better be in there. We better win it. You better. The only way they gonna accept golf now is if he bring that ship home. If he bring that ship home,
No,
he gonna have a He gonna have a statue in 4x4 field before Stafford will.
well deserved.
Right. If he win. But this the thing. This the problem I have with. This the problem I have with golf. It's too many inconsistencies with him. It's too many. Too many. Too many. Like, and now he ain't got no excuse because he gonna have weapons. You gonna have Donovan People-Jones. You gonna have J-Mo. You still got Amara. You still got Laporta. That's 4 right there. We ain't even counting Gibbs yet. So you got all these guys lined up, and then you got this undrafted guy named Isaiah Williams from Fighting Illy. Heard he cold.
Yeah, Isaiah Williams is a nice player.
So now you got this guy coming up. So now what are you going to do? You got weapons, and then your defense just beefed up.
Yeah, it got better. I mean,
so now we gonna see. So now we gonna see and now Motor City Dan ain't got to go for it every 4th and 1. He ain't got to go for it,
right?
Because now he got that kicker from Michigan Panthers. So there you go. There you go. So we shouldn't have no issues. Shouldn't be no excuses. Shouldn't be no why we this. A lot of people say they see. Some people say they see us going 13-4, and then other people like me and Manby say we probably gonna go 12-5 again.
Yeah, but then, the division might be even better. There's some people that say the Bears gonna win the division. I'm thinking like, man, stop it.
No, stop it. I already heard about Caleb Williams practices. Caleb Williams that got picked off over 10 times in practice. So he not ready. Like, and he ain't got no line. This nigga finna have more rushing yards than passing. Even if that.
Exactly.
If they go against us with that shit, we got run stoppers. We got our defense was one of the top run stop. We had the best run stop defense. So I don't see how only way you was getting up on us is you had a decent line. That's it. Yeah. So I mean,
quarterback.
Right. So
which that's a running quarterback, and that's something we got to watch out for.
Yeah. But don't sleep on JJ McCarty. I'll be surprised if he don't start after the season.
Hey, hold on. Hey, we talking about the Pistons right now.
I know. We got to talking about everybody think Tobias Harris got paid too much for a 2-year deal, which he did. I ain't never seen no 2-year deal go for $52 million.
Here's the thing: $52 million across 2 years. That's $26 million on base salary. But I think they uploaded more his second year because they're trying to get him in, and they know they got to kind of spend some guys in here. Like I said, it's not the money issue that I have with him. It's can he? Well, I don't know him from helping no defense. That's the thing about it. that I had an issue with. But at the same time, I'm understanding that why they went and got him, because the fact of the matter is they do need somebody who does legitimately know how to score, and they feel like somebody who can help be effective on offense. They need another 20-point guy in their man. You know what I'm saying? Preferably, I want somebody who can help get stops. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's only a 2-year deal versus like giving him 3 or 4
Yeah,
years,
but it's too
because they
much
looking
though
at it
for a
like
2-year
this.
deal. I think they only get
Because
2
they know
years.
they
If they get, not to
I'm saying
cut you
they
off,
know.
if they give you a 2-year deal, they normally give you like anywhere between 15 to 20 mil. Now I ain't never seen nothing higher than that. Not for no 2 years.
Well, no, you gotta understand too, though. He's been around, and on top of that, you're a losing team.
That's something about how old is he? How old is Harris?
So,
How old is Tobias?
well, he's a veteran. He's got to be pushing near 30 or so. So, you know what I'm
He's
saying? He
probably
was
over
like
30.
22.
I don't think he probably over 30. I
I
don't
said
think he's just pushing 30. I think he probably over 30.
No, he 31.
either way.
Right. Like
No,
I said, he over
31. Okay,
30.
well,
He gonna be 32 on July 15th.
Okay.
oh,
That's
okay.
before the season starts. So,
Yep.
No, at the but like I said, I still think they add more pieces to the team, though. I
I
don't think
think
they
he's a
done yet.
veteran. They want him to be the veteran leader because they right now. I don't even think the Pistons, besides him now, had a player that was over 30.
No, I'm saying the recent player they had was Boyan, but you know that they clearly traded him out
Not
Right.
so
So they
Fournier.
went back to young.
No, they have Fournier and Taj Gibson.
yeah, that
Okay.
too.
I don't think they got there no more, do they?
I think Evan
No.
Fournier might be out.
Oh,
Gibson might be
really?
gone too.
Yeah, they just declined Fournier contract. I guess he wanted more money, but Pistons was like, nah, you ain't getting it.
No, bro. Shit, hell no. We already give it. Shit, they still gonna have to pay fucking what's his face back. They gonna have to pay Monte Williams ass back. And he cool with it. He gonna be getting a check regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know
they
what I'm saying?
declined. Yeah, they declined. Pistons declined Evan Fournier $19 million option.
Yeah, I knew that
smoking.
was coming, bro.
He's smoking. He thought he was gonna really get 19 mil, bro. Fuck no.
That, I mean, you never know. He might could still resign for like a cheaper deal that's more guaranteed. You never know, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, how many years was that $19 million contract for? 2?
I think one.
I think
Oh, hell no. You might possibly get 10 over. You might possibly get 10 over 1. That's the most you gonna get.
Yeah.
That.
Right. That's what
So
I'm
what
saying.
you think about the extension? What do you think about the extension of Cade Cunningham?
Man, it's good because he's still young. But man, we better get like at least 66 games out this cat, dog.
And see,
That's
that
all I'm
comment
saying,
right
bro.
there is what I was waiting on, because I knew when people saw him get extended, the first thing they was gonna do was bring up the injury, and it's like, bro,
No,
y'all
it ain't.
killing
I
him
ain't
still.
bringing up the injury. I'm just saying we not getting 60. We not getting 66. At least 66 games out of you. That's saying something about your health, man. Like, what are you doing wrong? Like, what are you doing? Like, and
But
I know
let me ask
people
you
gonna
this,
try
though,
to.
Dante. Let me ask you this. How many players in today's NBA play consistently like 82 games a year? Between
Shit,
like, how many
look,
players?
Koofy James
So,
don't play 60 some games.
I can think of 1 or 2 players. And the one that comes in my head right now is Mikal Bridges.
yeah.
Okay. But shit, even back in the heyday, Kobe played shit. Kobe at least gave you 80 something games.
Yeah, it was a different time then. But you seen when
And
he
he was
got
playing
older,
every
that's
day.
overtime.
And he was playing every game. He was playing back to backers. He might have a week off before the playoffs. He was, and you know, Kobe was crazy. Kobe was practicing and shit. Everybody sleep. This motherfucker be up practicing. Like, dog, it's 4 a.m. Who the fuck is practicing at 4 a.m? Not me.
Yeah, you got a lot of these players that don't even want to practice. They don't
They
want to
be
do
at the
nothing.
club. They be at the club trying to figure, man, you be like, man, get your ass out the club and be in the gym. Like, what's wrong with you? So yeah, man, I
Well,
don't
luckily
know
for
about
us,
that.
we don't got that problem when it comes to guys like Cade and Ivy. So
Like I
I
said,
think people
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because he, like you said, he could have went somewhere else. Somebody would have gave him a large amount of sum of money to play for them. And I think Cade is loyal. Cade is loyal to a team. Like he'll stay
yeah,
unless they
clearly,
don't want him. Like he'll stay unless
yeah.
they don't want him. If they don't want him, then it's a whole different deal. But
I mean,
I'm
that
just
was
saying,
clear
man.
seeing how he didn't, make drama during all the losing and stuff like that, which is more reason why, if everybody feel like he's loyal, then why the disloyalty back to him? Now, I'm not babying Cade at
No,
all, not at
I'm not.
all, but
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying,
disloyal to him. I'm
Because
just
he was the
saying
number one pick. That's why.
I'm
Because he's
not
the number
disloyal to
one
him.
pick.
Right. I'm not disloyal to him. I'm just saying, give me 66 games out of you. That's all I need. If you get fucked up be after that 60 some game, I'm not gonna be mad. You gave us 66 games. What more can I ask
how
for?
many games did he play last year? This past season,
62,
how many games did he play?
62.
62.
Yep, he was four from that. He was four from a 66 game. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got. That's why I was asking y'all. Is he hurt? Because he wasn't
Some
playing
of
the
them
last
games I wipe
game.
away. Some of them games I wipe away because I know for a fact the matter they like to keep people out when they know their season was already dog crap. Towards the end,
Right,
they just say bump it, they pull the plug.
right. I understand that. I give you that. That's a fucking what you call that. That's a keep them to next season type of thing. A lot of teams do it. Keep them to the next season. What's that say?
Played 62 games last season. Before that was 12. His first year
Right.
he played 64.
So see, he ain't even gave us a full 66 season.
Mm-hmm.
It's been up and down with him. He played 64 his rookie season. Then he only played 12 his second year, and then it's his third year. He only played 60. He only played 62 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
And
come
then
on, man. I'm not
I
asking for 70. I'm
I
not
don't have a
asking for
problem
72.
with the contract. Me personally, I don't have a problem with the contract. I think it's well worth it. I think I think he should get more than that.
Yeah,
But
I think he should too. He's bald enough to get that. He showed you, but then a lot of people got mad at me. I know y'all probably watched my podcast where Manbeast kind of got on me about he said I never say Jaden Ivey was trash. I said he needs to slow down. Like he needs to slow down because he's speed. He be out there looking like Ish Smith, dog. Like in one game I saw before the playoffs, before the season even ended, this bastard missed 2 open layups because he was flying. Cause he ain't slow down and be like, man, I need to. Allen Iverson has done it. Kobe Bryant has done it. Stephen Curry has done it. When they know they finna get to that free throw line, they slow down. Cause they know they finna go up, and there's a possibility they gonna brick this bitch if they try to go flying. And you know what I'm saying? They know they gonna go flying. They gonna brick a layup or something. That shit might go off the rim weird, but. That's why I got mad. That's why I kind of got mad at Ivy because it's like, bro, you doing the same shit Ish Smith was doing. Ish Smith was missing layups because he was fucking flying like he fucking Tasmanian devil and shit. And now you done missed the whole layup because your ass just floating. You flying all around shit.
and I know some fans is like, well, they should have coaches to teach them that. But
Which is true. Which is true. I thought that was the reason for the layup line before games.
But you know what though, as a player, you need to learn how to do that anyway.
Exactly.
On your own.
Exactly.
Like I know when I play basketball, I look at tapes, I look at stuff. Okay, I could do this. I can work on this. I can work on this. I can work on this. So.
Right.
I've always been the type of person where like, okay, I always worked on something on my game.
Right.
You know, I don't need a coach to tell me what I need to work on. It's common sense on what you can work on, like your handle. It's the same with a Sar Thompson. You know what I'm saying? He need to work on his handles. He need to work on his jump shot.
Right.
But yeah, he's young.
I'm telling you now, he's gonna take 5 years, bro.
Who is that?
guys like Asar Thompson because he's so offensively challenged right now. Like he's a project definitely. His brother's a project. He was supposed to be more offensive type of player. They ain't gonna need time, bro. Both of them.
They gonna need time, but then at the same time, why not practice on your offensive game this off season? That's what most people do. Why not practice on the
Yeah, but it's not because here's the thing, Dante. I already know where you're going with this. I already understand where you're going with this. It's gonna take more than one off season. That's why it's not gonna happen overnight, bro. You don't become a great shooter over a freaking night. It's not gonna happen like that. This should take years. We in our era when we was growing up watching basketball, it was guys that didn't learn how to shoot the ball until they was down towards the end of their career because it took that long for them to get to that point.
Yeah. Like
it's not something that's
Allen Iverson was known as not a good shooter, but he kept shooting.
And then he became a good shooter because he practiced. He practiced, and he became a good shooter. You know, it takes
and that's
practice.
Despite being an MGM.
Right.
And that's despite being a party guy all the time. So.
That's why I kind of respect Allen Iverson. That's why I kind of respect Allen Iverson, bro, because he did push himself. It's just, and I'm not gonna shit on the teams he had because he had some good squads back then. It's just, I felt they wasn't hungry. That's why I hate Boston, but they was hungrier than the fucking Cavs. The Mavs. The Mavs was not hungry. You could tell. The Mavs was not hungry. They wasn't. Because if they was hungry, ain't no way in hell Kyrie Irving is not balling out of control like that. Ain't no way Luka not balling out of control like that.
That's why you need to have people that can play defense too, though, man.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing I hate, and I hate to say this because I don't want to sound rude, but I hate when these young guys like fucking. I hate when these young guys like Rudy Gobert sit there and say they would destroy a veteran like Shaq. No, you won't. You sound stupid. You couldn't even handle, bro. You couldn't even handle the bigs today. And you telling me
Westbrook? Anyway,
I hate that shit. That shit be pissing me off. I'm like, bro.
Oh, I got a comment. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm laughing at.
Kenyatta Stavall, first of all, thank you for being.
Hold on, what?
It say 97.
Bitches all about NBA shit going.
And they talk about hockey. Fuck them. Man, they just listen. I'm gonna tell that person this.
Yeah, I get
I'm gonna see what they're saying. I see what they're saying, but you gotta think the NBA just did some bullshit with this draft shit. Like, come on, Bronny to the Lakers, and half of us probably already.
We knew that was right.
You knew that was gonna happen.
I knew it was gonna happen. Yeah,
I knew that was gonna happen. Like,
LeBron put the NBA in the chokehold and say, "Hey, man, they gave him a Godfather offer. They was like, hey, listen, if you sign him, he gonna go to Australia. Don't do it.
Bro, listen. They put LeBron. Listen. LeBron James didn't put them in a stronghold. He put fucking old girl in a stronghold. He put Jean Buss in the stronghold, was banging her back out, and she was like, "Okay, yeah, we know where he's gonna fall, and we may have to give up some picks for him, but he's here." What the fuck?
Oh Lord, Dante, we gonna do what you
No, bro, come on, man. Look, no, you gotta stop being naive. Stop being naive. Stop it. Stop being naive.
I'm not being naive.
Look at okay, so how did Bronny end up on the Lakers?
Because that's how this NBA is.
Before you answer that, in his college, he only averaged 4-point-something points a game.
No, he averaged more than that per game.
No, he didn't.
Hey, check this out. It's the dude that got drafted that had lesser points than Bronny.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
first round.
That's why they mad. That's why nobody's talking about the draft, because they thought the draft was a joke, which it was. I hate to
The
tell you.
draft was nothing but a role playing draft, bro, where you can get a role player for the future. That's what this
Right.
draft
It wasn't
was.
no big
That's
starting.
why
You
a lot
remember?
of us didn't like what we.
Listen, you remember the Allen Iverson era, the Allen Iverson draft? That was about the best draft class you could ever ask for. Because look who they had in there. Allen Iverson. They had Allen Iverson, Marcus Camby. They had a couple other people. Kobe Bryant was in that draft. They had all these. They had all these draft people. They had all these. That was the best draft class.
Yep.
Because you can't tell me now. None of the people in there wasn't a role player. They was all stars.
But even the last couple of years, they had some good drafts, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Like the draft they drafted Giannis.
Yeah.
That was a great draft. Who else? It was a lot of people that got drafted in those draft classes. It was a nice draft year for that. But now the drafts is a joke. Now you either getting a G leaguer, or you getting a dude that's coming out of high school, or you getting a dude that's coming out of college. Which I thought they would have stopped the damn high school shit, but apparently not.
I thought most people who got drafted on college. Now, while I got everybody on here, I want to say, first of all, if y'all have not been scared away from this channel, please hit the like button. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for the D313SB, the New Breeze 313 Sports Dante Chase with his goofy self, and my channel, known as J313. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to all those things, man. We got more content coming. I know things been a little bit scarce because we've been doing stuff in our personal lives, but thank y'all for watching so far. Still, if you're still here, yeah, hit that like button, man. That's the only way we get in the algorithm. You gotta hit the like button. That lets YouTube know that y'all interested in what we doing, and that's how we get more of our stuff posted up front. So hit the like button, man. Subscribe. Thank y'all. Anyway, so Dante. His thing, not every draft year this banged out draft year where it's like, oh, it's these top-notch players every year. Sometimes, when you look at them initially, you see what you see, how they are in college and wherever they come from, and you could sort of have an early prediction that they may not be that star player. So it's more of a surprise thing. That's the thing about the draft. That's why you're never supposed to go over crazy when it comes to drafting, especially NBA, because it's always been a hit and miss thing. Even in baseball, certain situations, it's kind of like that. So you have to take a dice by roll, but you should go for the best prospect that's available in basketball at the same time. And like the guy we took, my only criticism about taking him is this: he is a talented prospect, but he's to me what you already have. If he was a power forward, like a 6'9", 6'10" power forward, but he could do a lot of stuff, I would have been fine with it because we need help in that area on it as a forward. We need a power forward, but he's another wing, and it's like, okay. Another wing that can't stretch the floor. That was my issue with it. And a lot of people were like, well, he can score this and that 30. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and you just took a star last year who's also a wing that has mechanical issues offensively. So it's like, why not get a big that can do what he do? That's where we needed help at. Yeah. And that's like, if you could have got like a John Collins-esque type player, I would have been cool with that.
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
That was my issue with drafting.
I just felt this draft was kind of corny because the whole Bronny thing. It's like they made that the main issue of the draft. Like, yeah, we just worried about where Bronny's going to go. And he didn't even get picked in the first round. And I already knew something was wrong then. But I'm like, yeah, he going to be with his father. That's what they plan on doing. They plan on putting him with LeBron and see how that goes. And now LeBron and him about to break a record that's probably not even going to be. They're going to set a record. My bad. That's probably not even going to be like broken. Never's going to be broken.
I think Man Beast is trying to call me. You think? Yeah. I don't know if he
was trying to get it. He tried to call me. He tried to call me, and then I told him I was in y'all podcast. I wanted to leave. So that's what he probably like. Damn, put me. He probably tried to call you to get put in.
Look, just tell him to come to the chat. Just
Yeah,
tell
I'm
him to
about to
come
do
to the
that now.
chat,
Hold
and
on, I'm
he'll
about
be
to
able
do
to get
that
in.
now.
We ain't
Hold
gonna
on.
be up too much longer. I'm just, we can do this real quick. Everybody get their input on. Yeah, man.
Learn how to put this.
Like I said,
New
man,
breed.
that's
Please learn how to put this shit together when you do these things. So I see your videos. I be trying to get in, and like you be doing the videos on the days I'm off. So I'll be having all day to chill.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, that's why I told Noam. I said, New Breed is dope with the video. I said, teach him how to put the link in, so that way all I gotta do is jump on the link, and then he see me jump in because it's gonna pop up on his thing saying I'm a guest in here, and then he can just pop in. I can just pop in. Yeah, because I be seeing your shit. I be wanting to jump in, especially when you talk about these goofy ass females, bro. I be definitely want to pop in that shit because majority of them retarded, and that's why they ass gonna stay single because they retarded. Like somebody finna follow the shit y'all talking about. Yeah, so I'll be trying to get in your shit like that. But yeah, no, I hear what you talking about though. I agree with what you talking about. I just feel like the Pistons ain't trying to get what they need. They try that. You know why I respect the Lions so much? Because the Lions go out and get what they need. The Lions knew their secondary core was horrible, and they knew one of them was not coming back. So they just realized we need to go ahead and do this and get this fixed, and they fixed it. You feel me? Now just picture the Lions going on the draft and just draft the offense that they already used. What'd you say? What's that say? Chase you. Oh my God.
Hey, Tay. That's actually a group on wrestling, man. It's called Chase University.
Oh wow.
And they got the shirts and all that, man, and they do all the little schooling and all that stuff. Man, that shit is funny as hell. It's and that's the actual shirt that I just showed you. They actually got a shirt.
Oh wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Welcome to the show. He said that I was sad when they got rid of Harris and not sure how I feel getting him back. Yeah. You know what? It's kind of the same thing for a lot of us. A lot of people don't like the money aspect of it. And
that's the only issue I
don't want to say he's getting a little older, but he's getting a little bit older. But it's okay. I think it's a temporary fix until it's giving them time to let some of the other wings grow. Because that's another thing too, though. Why I'm okay with this, because it's not, at least Tobias Harris know how to dribble a basketball. It's not like Boyan where every time he just push the ball anywhere, he just lose it. And another thing, like I said, he can score and give you a mid-range shot. He can give you a 3-shot, and it's like when you got those type of wings like Usar and Riley, you want them to learn from somebody that knows how to score in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? Tobias Harris not the most flashiest offensive. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you want somebody that they can learn from, because and watch and he can give them pointers. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I was hoping that Boyan would have been able to do, but Boyan's not that type of character, man. He's just he's there shooting.
Boyan and Alec Burks ain't that type anyway, because they was just so on just being on an NBA team more than teaching somebody. That was their thing. Yeah. They was more about just getting paid instead of just teaching. Because none of them two guys is good defensively. They just wanted to shoot the lights out.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And neither doing defense, neither Tobias Harris, but it's like, at least with Harris, like I said, he do got history with this team, and he see the youth in here. I think he would gravitate to it, and he brings a lot more of that playoff experience and stuff like that. We saw, he did get he did start chucking up shots, but I feel like when I saw him chuck up shots, it wasn't as bad as when, like, he wasn't to me the biggest shot chucker when he was here and with the Clippers. It was more lines to me in his years with the Sixers. I feel like that started happening, especially when all them other guys going like Redick and what's his name, Buckets and all them was out of there. He started chucking up shots a lot more. I noticed that. I wonder, I'm wrong, because like I said, I don't remember him being a dramatic shot chucker when he was with the Pistons back in the day, but he did at times. Well, I just hope that don't become a necessary issue because, like I said, we should be trying to get to that rim, and I still feel like the Pistons need to play more of a ball spreading type of offense, and they need to get back to pick and roll. And part of playing pick and roll, you need guys who can shoot the ball. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you do.
And
now this the thing. I want to ask you a question. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tay.
I want to ask you a question. Y'all both a question, really, because y'all both Pistons fans like me. How do y'all feel about the Bickerstaff hire?
I'm okay with it. Like I said, I gotta see more about him. Yeah, I'm okay with it because I need to see. I want at this point, yeah, would you have like some younger coach or stuff like that to come up in and see he can be high energy? But you know what? With him, it's like I look at the situation where, oh my God, I look at the situation where it's like this. Can you come in with this young team and construct a system that can make these guys kind of put them in the right spot and call the right system and game manage? That's when you hire a head coach, you always looking for a guy who can manage the game, and that's when it comes down to it. It's not like we say football. It's not always about X's and O's, not always about this, that, and the third. It simply comes down to game management. Can he manage a game? Can he help us? If we only destined to win 25 games this year, can you be the guy who can close us out for those extra games we haven't been able to win, to get us to 25? Can you know what I'm saying? Will we get 25 plus wins because you can help manage the game in the 2-minute situation? Can you put the right people out there? Can you align us? The things we've been screaming about. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to start off still a little bit rough because this team's still young and you're going to have a lot of new players. But I feel like maybe, I know. I've noticed that. I see him go hard, Major. Yeah, I had to think about it. I rebutted that before you even made that comment. He's not that old. I know I thought he was like 43. And I said, and I keep thinking that, because I see gray hair sometimes, that kind of change.
That nigga went through a lot of stress.
You're right.
That means he went through a lot of stress and shit.
Yeah, because my brother was younger than him and he got gray hair, so it was like, it is what it is.
Just make they went through a lot of stress.
That's the only thing we looking for. And of course, Bree would have a photo with him.
Man, he the plug, man. I'm trying to tell you. He be at every game and gas high as hell. He be at every game, bro. This motherfucker probably drive to Grand Rapids.
Shit. Hey, I do. You ain't lying.
I believe it. Shit, you ain't have to tell me. I knew. Shit.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, so Bree, I want you to answer Dante's question real quick, and then we go answer this question right here. The Eastwood, 29, Eastside Wood, 29.
Now, as far as Bickerstaff, I like the move. I do like the move because you got a young coach, and he's been in this division. He knows this division here with Cleveland, so he knows the Cavs, Pacers, the Bucks, the Bulls. He knows all that. And plus, he knows about teaching young players. He knows about teaching veteran players with the situation he had, with Cleveland. With Mitchell and Mobley, Jared Allen, Isaac Okoro, which people think he has a shot in signing with the Pistons as Isaac Okoro, which I wouldn't mind having somebody like him. But but I like the move, man, and he's respected. He's a respected coach, and I like his coaching style, man. He's a good guy, real good guy. He don't take nothing from nobody, and he comes from a background of coaches because his dad was a coach, so he been around the game for a long. Because people don't know his dad is Bernie Bickerstaff.
Okay. All right. All right. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Fuck. Shit. Yeah. Thanks, bro. You threw some shit. You threw a jewel in my piece, bro, because I did not know that.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So he's been around the game for a while. in all his life.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So I like the move. I'm gonna say the same thing I said when Monty was here. I'm telling you, once this team starts struggling, they're gonna want him out.
They're pretty sure of it. But this the thing I feel too. A lot of times the coaches got to get that locker room. If you come in there with a set plan the team can fuck with, they gonna fuck with you. But you coming in there with some crazy shit, they ain't gonna be like, nah, dog. Now I know the team was pissed about last year's draft because that shit. I mean last year's season, not draft. Sorry, last year's season because that shit was ass, and they was just kind of like we just struggled just beyond repair or whatever. So I understand they gonna listen to whatever he gotta say. If he say I don't want y'all to do this no more, I want y'all to do this, I believe they'll follow suit because they know that shit didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And
all right, so let's ask real quick. Let's answer this question. Who y'all think getting traded off this team?
Traded?
Starting with you, Dante.
Traded?
Yeah, who getting traded off the Pistons? Yeah, who did somebody getting traded?
I don't know. I don't see nobody really getting traded. I see somebody getting picked up better than traded. Like I see that, but I don't see I see somebody get released. And traded.
Yeah. Not
I just
don't.
don't.
I'm going to let you go on that one.
Go ahead.
It's easy for me.
Yeah,
Isaiah Stewart.
You think
Isaiah
Stewart?
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
good Lord, yes.
Didn't he just sign some extension, or didn't they give him like a extension?
They did.
Yeah.
See, but this is the thing. This is the thing I hate about giving players contracts.
Yeah.
When you give them these contracts, they don't play up to the contracts. And
a lot of them
that's
don't.
how I feel about Isaiah Stewart. He's not going to play to that contract because he's going to be that same player. He's going to try to chuck up threes. He's not going to go to the basket. That's just Isaiah Stewart's game. You know,
right?
That's his game in a nutshell.
Yeah, but if you can't have that until you're going to do something.
Yeah. Now, maybe if he goes to a different team, he may change. Go ahead, now.
Well, no, this is what I was going to say, because I knew he was going to be the first person everybody was saying, okay, he on trade block. Maybe he is, maybe he ain't. Here's the issue, though, with Steve. He was never an offensive player from the draft. The dude was literally an enforcer that could get gritty on defense for the most part. That was his whole game. He was never even meant to be a shooter. He developed that. And the only reason why he was chucking up shots, who else is shooting the ball that could be reliable? Remember, we started off last year with Boyan hurt, all the shooters we brung in, trading on the bench, and we out here with who did it and why. So if he had to become the option to chuck up shots, that was a problem. It shouldn't have been thrown on him like that. And then on the top of that, the other thing is that we know he's still adjusting playing as a forward defender. And then obviously Jalen Duran is good and athletic as he is. Jalen Duran was missing games because of injuries. And plus Jalen Duran was inconsistent on defense and on his assignments. So that's why you saw a lot of frustration out of B. Stu. And people want to be petty and pick on little stuff that happen here and there that happens to a lot of players. And I'm not babying B. Stu, but it's not like he just don't want to play or something like that. No, that wasn't the case. He's typically his type is an enforcer. That's what he usually does. He's the guy who goes out there and supposed to try to defend on people and muscle them up. The whole shooting thing, he just added that to his game because he's seen that he had a couple times where he was able to now. So I guess that's his way of trying to, do as much as he could to help the team. If you had a reliable shooter like Burks would have been more reliable and Boyan would have been healthy and Joe Harris and all these other guys, maybe he wouldn't have been chucking up all them shots like that. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe his money might have been a little bit.
I gotta disagree with that, Noam, because he always been chucking up threes and stuff.
Right, because you got to think, Noam, that just because the player comes back from injury don't mean that player gonna stop chucking up shots. If he been chucking up shots the whole game, he's still gonna have that mindset.
Yeah, but who's responsible for that's? And I'm not disagreeing with y'all, but who's responsible for allowing that to happen? Remember what I was saying about Sadiq Bey's defense, and I said, why aren't these coaches getting more involved, bringing these young guys together and say, hey, y'all got to quit blickering and doing this and third. Y'all got to get on the same page, and y'all got to stay on defense. It's too much of the players having to defend for themselves out there, and the coaches weren't being responsible enough for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not enough communication going on in that locker room. You clear as they can see.
That goes with both. Because as a player, you have to want to work on your game. You don't need no coaches to tell you what you need to work on. As a player, you need to work. You know what you need to work on. I can't use that.
And that's understandable, but
I know that personally because I
understand that. But he was not a shooter, though. And that's fair enough. And I respect that viewpoint. I'm not disagreeing with nothing you say. I'm saying is, why is a guy who's not a shooter, let's be honest, he's not a shooter. Why is he being asked to chuck up all these shots?
Because that's the NBA right now.
Because the looks was moving. And that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't be the one in that spot, though. He shouldn't even be the one in that spot. Why not have an actual shooter there?
Yeah, we understand.
You see what I'm saying? Like, why is my big sucking up? And thing is, hold on. The Pistons fans didn't have a problem with Blake Griffin doing the shit. Nobody had an issue with Blake Griffin sitting there chucking up shots, and it was killing us.
That's
why I defend these two. I don't defend players.
I disagree with you there. No, I had issues with that because I always feel as a big man, your game is around that rim. Whatever 12.
Exactly. So why is he being stretched out? I'm not saying like a wing.
Hold on, from 2 feet on the rim to 8 feet on to 12 to 15 feet on that rim. That's your whole game right there. Other than that, you should not be on the fucking perimeter chucking up shots like you a fucking guard or like you a shooting guard or a guard or a fucking small forward. You should not be out there chucking up shots. No, not at all.
I say it can go both ways.
He
wasn't doing that year one. I know that.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. We got somebody that joined in at the end, man. We got my man Ark in the building, man.
What up, Ark? What's good, brother?
What's going on, Ark?
Man. On my break at work, man. Just tuned in. Know what I mean, decided to stop by.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, bro.
Stop by, brother. It's good to meet you, brother.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you.
Appreciate you all supporting and stuff like that, man.
Definitely thank you for having me, man.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Well, so what you think about everything, though, man?
So,
what topic are we on right now?
Right now, we're talking about this whole debating thing with B. Stu, if he, deserves some of the criticism he gets for being a shot chucker, even though it could go both ways. I feel like as much as it's responsible for himself on shooting, I feel like it should be a shooter's job to be the one knocking down the shot, not forcing him to take 5 to 7 threes attempts a game. I don't think that's all on him, but what's your opinion on it?
I mean, to be very honest, so it's a couple ways to look at it from my perspective, man. So number one, he was asked to do that. That's something that if you looked at Dwayne Casey when he was here, he was trying to develop one of those bigs into a shooter to accommodate the whole lack of a stretch big that we had. And then also, man, to be real, so let's look at Beef Stew, man. He's not overly athletic. He's undersized. He's not a 4-man at all. He's an undersized 5. And so for a guy like that, unless he can stretch the floor, Stu doesn't have much value in this modern league. So he has to be able to do these things. Now, I feel where bro coming from in terms of, bigs, jacking threes all the time, et cetera, especially when they can't. But like it or not, man, that's the modern NBA. That's this kind of game that we're in right now. If you don't do that, unless you're non-pareil to other things, man, put it like this. Let's look at a big like Aaron Gordon. And even he can shoot a little bit now. But dribble, pass, shoot, and he can switch 5. Unless you can do that, and you're really not getting the floor if you don't have a jumper in today's NBA. So Stu, he can't switch like Aaron Gordon. I think that's one of the most overrated aspects of Stu's game, man. Stu is a willing defender, but he's not necessarily a good one. I mean, he can't switch. He can't switch to the perimeter like that. He be getting dunked on in the middle, and so him being a hustle guy that can shoot a little bit, that's what's going to get him his money, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And he's been undersized since he came into the league.
The most fair is that.
But come on. I'm not gonna use undersized off that. I'm gonna use the other thing because Ben Wallace was undersized. He was an undersized center too, but he was athletic.
Yeah, but Ben Wallace was athletic, bro. That's the point we trying to get you to understand. He was athletic.
Let me finish. No, you didn't let me finish. Cause I was gonna say I understand that, but I was gonna also say he has to develop that shit. You feel me? Like if you know you undersized, you gotta be athletic because you undersized and unathletic is not gonna work for you. You not going to be able to do.
But athleticism, you either have it or you don't, man. Unless you're born with a certain amount of athleticism, it's going to be a cap on what you can be. You know what I'm saying? Just like let's say, for instance, man, like I was telling DC yesterday, man. So outside of my day job, I'm a professional kickboxer. You know what I'm saying, man? So. So look at it from the perspective of a fighter, right? You either have power or you don't. Now, there's things I can do to slightly build up how hard I hit, but we talk about that straight goon one shot type stuff, man. You got to be born with that. So we talk about the bunnies, that unreal athleticism Ben Wallace had, man, that damn near 42-inch vert as a that's not gifted, man. The Stu is never going to have that. I don't care how many box jumps he does, squats that he does, any of that stuff. He's never going to have that. So for him, that bread and butter, man, is going to be what's going to lure teams. This is why teams wanted him at the trade deadline, and will continue to want him. And before I even say this, let's preface this with somebody like, look at my man, my boy, local Xavier Tillman. X, get out there, man. Why is he getting NBA minutes? You saw him what he could stretch that floor. He hustle, he rebound. That's what Isaiah has to do. Now, what team wanted Isaiah? The Boston Celtics. Before they went to go get Xavier Tillman was a backup plan, man. They wanted Isaiah first. Why? Because they thought he could do the things, which he can. He can do the things that we saw X doing in the finals. So that right there, man, that's what's going to get Isaiah Stewart his money. I'm not mad at him for that. What I'm mad about is that they try to turn him into a stretch forward. That's not what he is, man. And he's also not a starter. That's a hustle guy off the bench on a good team. What we saw from Xavier Tillman is what Isaiah is on a good team.
That's what I've been saying since he got drafted. I said he could be that guy that comes out there and be like an enforcer. That's what I've been saying. Like, let him come out there off the bench and play defense and bustle up people and do that. With the Pistons, they were so big on getting you guys like Kelly Olynyk and Mason the Plumber and not putting no real starting help out there or drafting anybody else starting because we were so big on getting guards in this team. It put more pressure to put it on him. Then you got Jalen Duran, who's a young guy, is gifted, but he even has to show more consistency on rim protection and being on his assignment defensively too.
But how can you do that when you're the only one rebounding down there? You ain't got no help.
Right.
Duran's out there in the island by himself.
And who's responsible?
You say what?
Yeah. No, go ahead, Rick.
No, go ahead, no.
He was saying basically how can JD do? No, he was saying how JD can do that if he's on the island by himself. The Pistons have been historically known to leave guys on the island by themselves. They did it to Drummond. They did it to Ben Wallace from time to time. They always seem to do that for some reason.
No, they did get wait. They did give Ben Wallace some help. That's why they brought Sheed over. They gave Ben Wallace some help. Sheed
helped situational defense, but when he was going in the finals against Shaq, he was on that island by himself, bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They even said it. They even said it. She was helpful on defense, but let's be real. They left Ben on the island by himself, and they did Andre the same way. I don't think nobody got it worse than probably Andre to a certain extent because Andre used to have some bullshit next to him, man. I don't even understand what that was, but that's on the franchise. You have to get the pieces. You're responsible for getting the pieces on this team to accommodate what you added. If you go get Jalen Durant, you get Cade Cunningham, you're supposed to get guys who can either shoot the ball and help facilitate and defend, not go out there and get somebody who can't shoot or can't rim protect or is not big enough for the position or not athletic enough. That's on you. Y'all have all off season to do this. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah,
that's why I say the issues be in Detroit be the franchise.
There's team building.
Same with the Lions. Why can you never run the ball during the year? Because you never put the offense line.
I know that's not in it. I know that's not NBA talk. That's why I said I respect the Lions, because the Lions go out there and get what the fuck they need. Whether they get that shit in free agency, whether they pick that shit out the draft, they go and get what they need. So if they needed corners, they knew their secondary was ass. They gonna go get a squad. They're gonna go get a secondary for that. Just for that week, they beefed up their secondary. They got another offensive lineman to be on the other side of fucking to be on the other side of Hutchinson. I said Hutchinson, ain't that a bitch? To be on the other side of Hutchinson. Hutchinson had that help, and then you still got James Houston coming back. Don't know what they determined to do with him. You know what I'm saying? But they went and got guys like Wingo. They went and got guys like fucking Arnold and damn Ray Shaw. They went and got guys like what's his name, Batai or whatever. They went and got guys like that. Baki or whatever his name is. They went and got guys like that because they know that's what they needed. Now, my only problem with the Lions, only downfall I can say for the Lions for all y'all to hear is I'm not understanding the fucking Emmanuel Mosley signing. I'm really not to this day don't understand. When he's not going to produce nothing for you next year, and y'all got to wait a whole nother next season.
Fair enough. I will say this, man. The Lions right now have an identity now. Finally, don't get me wrong, finally have an identity. But they building the course of actually having a game plan in there. So what I was talking to DC yesterday, the Detroit has not had that. Troy Weaver reminds me a lot of these gentlemen, man, you see in corporate America. Like we was talking about yesterday, brother, that they have to do idle work to justify their position because they know good and well that they don't do anything, man. So Troy Weaver every day, every year seems like it's something different. All right, one day we're gonna get this guy, the next day we're gonna get this guy. Well, we get a player just because we like him. Okay, and the problem I have with Troy Weaver is, do you even believe that's the best player at that position when you drafted him? You get what I'm saying? With some of this stuff that he's done, it seems like a mismatch. Like, or for instance, I can get behind it if it's consistent. Right. But at the same time, we've seen it. Some of these selections by Troy and some of these moves, that's not even the best player. So you're just getting a whole conglomerate of guys. Now, what Trajan has done, I like so far because at least Trajan has been consistent. Trajan has an archetype of guy that he likes. So with the Ron Holland pick, I would say, I'll be honest, at first, and I would say with the first maybe 10 to 15 minutes of thinking about it, I kind of scratched my head a little bit. But then let's think about this, bro. Ron Holland was slated to be the number one pick in next year's draft because he redeclared. He was the number on all scouting services. He's the number one overall prospect in the senior class of 2023. Okay, and so he goes to the G League. So by that metric, you think this guy has the most upside. The only thing he cannot do is effectively space the floor, but his mechanics are not broken. But if you're Trajan, you believe that you have the best shooting coach in the NBA, which he does. Like I was talking with DC about, bro, Detroit is not a desired destination for these guys. It pains me to say this, of course. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. So let's go, for instance, bro. All the guys that we were linked to, let's say true or false, right? As of 1 p.m. today, all the guys we were linked to and rumors that was being covered by other Pistons content creators, by other beat writers, James Edwards and all them, right? All of those guys have signed with other teams. Yeah, Malik Monk, Hartenstein, Nick Claxton, all these guys except for Tobias Harris have signed with other teams because what's
he re-signed.
What's that, brother? No, what's that, bro?
You said he re-signed.
No, so a lot of them just re-signed with their teams.
Exactly. And the truth is, we never had a chance to get.
No, some of them re-signed with the teams that they just re-signed with them.
Yeah, and see the issue is. So look at Claxton, right? Claxton was an unrestricted free agent. If he wanted to come to Detroit, he could have. We could have gave him the same money, because in this case, he was drafted after the 31st pick, so that they don't even have early bird rights in Brooklyn, so they can't even give him slightly more money. He could have came to Detroit if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to be here, man. And that was a losing team over there in Brooklyn, and still doesn't want to be here, man. And so we have to build the guys that we want. We want athletic 3-and-D guys. We're going to have to take flawed prospects and build them up into the type of players we want them to be on this team. And so with the Ron Holland pick, you know, if you think about it, man, Ron Holland's skill set, his natural talent, his innate talent, plus Fred Vincent, Cade will have, if he pans out, which I think the kid will. I like the young man. I like how he spoke. He seems to have the work ethic and has that dog in him. You have a Jaylen Brown type partner to go with Cade now. If that kid puts all that together. And so now I see the consistency with Trajan finally. And as for making moves, let's look at the Quentin Grimes thing, man. Quentin Grimes was never going to get paid here. We already got one guy in Isaiah Stewart. We paying $15 million, and it looked like he should be coming off the bench. So now what was Quentin Grimes going to get? And is he taking Ivy starting spot? So, I mean, he was never going to get a paycheck here. Then on top of that, didn't look good. And granted, I give him, you know, a pass because he was injured. He was not 100%. Maybe I would have liked to seen him a little bit this season before we moved him. But I have to give Trajan his credit. He's not wasting time with any of these guys that he didn't bring in. I don't blame him. Move that guy, got a player that his best player wants to play with, and 3 good second-round picks. Those are good picks, man. Those are all picks that ranging between 31 and 37, man. Those are good picks for a guy that was never healthy and couldn't shoot when he was here. So, you know, I see the vision with Trajan, man. I see the vision with Trajan. So, and that's, you know, that's kind of where I'm at. Same thing with the J. Go ahead, brother.
And that's why, not to cut you off, that's why and Noam and them know me for this. I give everybody who comes here, coach or not, I give them a chance. Whether you're a coach, whether you a front of the office, I give you all the chances until I can start seeing the fuck up. Until I see, and I know I'm not gonna see it in no year's time. I'm gonna see it over the time. So I just sit back and be like, oh, he's just doing the same shit he did last year. Okay, no, you just fucking up and you don't care. So it's obviously like, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. A lot of these guys that come to Detroit, they don't give a fuck.
That's right.
Some of them don't. I'm just gonna try to do what I can to bide my time here to collect this check.
I would agree with that, brother.
They gonna fire me or I'm gonna quit. But I ain't. A lot of them say I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna let them fire me.
That's the league is. The league is like that. It's all about getting paid.
I have 2 questions asked.
Ask the 2 questions, brother. Go ahead.
I just want to. I'm sorry, Bree. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to ask Dante real quick. Did you get the link to Man Beast? And then the other thing.
Go ahead. 2 questions, though.
No, I didn't give it to him yet. I don't even know. I think he was.
That was question number 1. Oh yeah, give him the link. Because I'm going to go too much long. So go ahead, Bree. I'll get to the other question. Not to Bree. I want you to finish your statement after. Then I'll get my other question now.
I'm good. I just want to know what them 2 questions gonna be. I'm eager.
Well, I just did one of them. The other question I was going to ask Art was, who do he think who should be the primary ball handler on the offense? It should be Ivy or should be Cade?
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham.
No, man. I'm gonna say this, man. Me and DC talked about this yesterday. Look, I'm gonna look at. Let's bring up a real simple metric. Cade Cunningham averages 3.4 turnovers a game. Cade Cunningham finished with a 31.2% usage rate, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. Now watch this. Jaden Ivey, right? I believe at the very end of the season had a 22.7% usage rate, right? Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham average, if you want to just look at decimal rounding, whatever the hell, right? Both average 3 turnovers a game. So what does that tell you? That means with less responsibility, Jaden Ivey still can't take care of the ball. With less responsibility and less pressure, nobody doubling him. Oftentimes, what do we see Jaden Ivey in? Isolation. Am I wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was in isolation, so he's not being crowded. He's not being doubled. Nobody's picking him up full, and he still averages 3 turnovers a game. He's not a primary ball handler. And the thing I don't understand with that narrative, where's Jaden Ivey ever been a primary ball handler at any level?
Never.
Never in high school, never in college. But at Purdue, Eric Hunter Jr. was the point guard at Purdue.
Say that. Say that.
Mm-hmm.
And so for this is what bothers me, man, because we have look, man, y'all know I'm Detroit blue through and through. It is what it is, man. But let's keep it a stack. We have an extremely fickle fan base that sometimes we branch into this level of delusion, man, with some of these guys, and we want to give attributes to guys that they just don't have. Jaden Ivey, man, is showing me a lot of the same stuff I saw out of him in Purdue. Streaky scorer, streaky shooter, can't defend. That's exactly how he looked at Purdue when they got put out. Who put him out? St. Peter's or whatever? Is that the name of the college? Jaden Ivey couldn't guard any of those guards. We got dudes that are possibly working at Home Depot right now, and Jaden Ivey in the league and could not guard any of them dudes, man. Then all they did was pack the paint. Jaden Ivey can't shoot, and he looked terrible out there against a off-brand team that barely made the tournament. And now that has carried over. Now I like Jaden Ivey. I like his mentality, man. I think the young man, he's great off the court, but as soon as he hits that court, he's gonna give it his all. That's why I say defensively, it's not about effort with Jaden, because Jaden tries. I've never seen that young man not trying out there on either side of the floor. It's just that defensively, his fundamentals are not there at all. Young man can't maintain a stance. He can't read defenses. He can't do any of those things. And he, once again, never has been a shooter. J.I. reminds me more of a more athletic Leandro Barbosa. That's what looking at his game. Looking at his game, I always, no, that's a lie. I'm not gonna say I never, but I always thought, is he more of a bench type six man, electrifying guy off the rock, or is he more of a starting two guard? And so from what I've seen, and let me preface this, I never had a problem with J.I. coming off the bench. I had a problem with J.I. coming off the bench behind Killian Hayes. That's the problem. You got a guy that was starting that's not even in the NBA and can't even play for his own national team over Jaden Ivey. That's the issue that I had. But I always thought, man, I'm like, is it possible J.I. might need to be, for his career, to have the most success, an explosive weapon off the bench? Because I have to ask, man, on what team, think about this, on what team would you build your offense around what Jaden Ivey provides?
None. And even when Kay was injured and he was a ball handler, he looked lost out there.
Yeah, he could score. He can score. I mean, look, as I said, bro, it's some of that, and I'm not going to sit up there and bring the axe down on any of these young dudes, man, because it's incompetence, bro. I have a hard time coming at these young men too tough when their leadership has been incompetent from day one, man. We haven't had a coach that could coach or cared to be here. We haven't had a clear-cut direction from the GM, the leadership there, man. You get guys, bro, we want them to be something else, bro. Think about this with us, man. We get the number one point guard prospect in the last decade in Cade Cunningham. And we got guys talk about we want him to be a small forward. That's how fickle we are, man. Cade has not been a small forward since he was a freshman in high school. He was the number one ranked point guard on Rivals in 24/7 as a sophomore, as a junior, as a senior. He's a number one ranked prospect in college. And we want this dude to come here and be a 2 or a 3 in favor of a guy that's never played the 1?
Right.
What are we talking about, man? Yeah. Like this is I don't get it.
Kills me, and you know what kills me, Art, on that? When people say that he don't pass the ball. Dude had like 9 assists a game.
Top 8. No, look, bro. Come forward, yeah, top 8 in assists. Top 8 in assists, and had no shooters around him. And also another thing. No other 20-point per game scorer on the team. Exactly. The second highest scoring player averages 14 points a game. And K still gave 8 assists and is top 8 in the league in assists. Talk about we want to take the ball out of his hands for Jaden Ivey. Hell no.
Yeah, some people just be egregious with shit, man. Like that's why I say, like, why is everybody always they gotta find the littlest thing to pick at about. Like I said, he could be getting benched for like Jalen Green on his team getting benched for his bad play at times, like we've seen in the past. That could be our case, but no.
Right, I agree with you.
When you got a bunch of guys who don't know each other, and then these guys don't know their spots, and you try to pass them the ball, and sometimes from any of the guards, including K, sometimes the passes do be a little bit lazy sometimes. But the guards could do a little bit more too. The wings could do a little bit more trying to catch the ball. That's why we have those turnovers, because they know none of our guys are shooters, and they say, okay, we can press them like this.
Right. I feel you, Norman. Go ahead, bro.
People no, they're saying like, "Oh, K's a bust." No, you're a bust.
I don't understand. You know what's funny though? Before K got hurt, last year, K led all sophomores out of his class in every statistical category.
Yeah, he was.
He was out rebounding Evan Mobley. He was averaging more assists than anybody else. He was outscoring the best. Jalen Green was supposed to be the best pure scorer. Come this year, same thing. He's clearly the best player out of that class, but look what everybody else has had. Competence. Evan Mobley goes to Cleveland. Them heads over there know what they're doing.
Especially,
you know what I'm saying? Scotty Barnes goes to Toronto. That GM has won a championship. They know what they're doing over there. That rebuild is going to be, I guarantee you, that Toronto will be in the play-in or get a playoff spot next year. They have 1, maybe 2 down years. That's it. They know what they're doing over there, man. Jalen Green goes to Houston. They know what they're doing over there, man. They barely missed the playoffs this year.
Exactly.
He come to Detroit. Don't nobody know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Coach don't want to coach. Coach hit a lick. And look, I ain't mad at Monty, bro. I hit a lick too, man. I told y'all I didn't want to coach. My wife has cancer. Let me take some time to myself. Oh, no, man. Take this bag. I got 80 million reasons for you. I got 80 million reasons for you to take this bag. Take this bag now. In fact, I'll pay for your wife's cancer treatments and all that shit. All expense paid. Yeah, I even give you the personal jet. But you did. And not took you through.
Right.
Not took it through. At the end of the day, look, I'm a brother as well, man. Look, I'd have took it too.
I'd have put that shit in a heartbeat.
But he didn't want to be here. He was clearly coaching to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Clearly coaching to get fired, man. And these young men have had to deal with that. So, once again, I say what I noticed about Jaden, but let's be fair to him. I think JB will be a good and a fair barometer for all these guys this year. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come in non-biased. I like the fact that what I like out of the Bickerstaff hire is Bickerstaff wants to coach, man. He was done dirty in Cleveland, thrown under the bus. But look what Bernie was able to do with the lack of shooters. So if you look at what he was able to do in Cleveland and what we have here in Detroit, he still made that team a playoff contender with a lack of shooting.
Yeah,
the whole starting.
And he lost Kevin Love too.
Yeah. But the whole starting Evan Mobley thing, that's not even JB Bickerstaff's doing. That's literally the GM would not listen to his input, so he worked with what he had. Because realistically, what do? You take Evan or Jarrett, put him at the 5, and that 4 position has got to be a shooter. Bernie didn't have that, or JB didn't have that, I'm sorry, and yet still creates a contender. And this was before Donovan Mitchell even got there. They were a playoff team before Donovan Mitchell got there. They were a contender afterwards.
Yep.
So for what we have, I think he's appropriate, and he's still young. He's 44 years old, man. So I like it. I like what he was able to do in terms of a body of work, proving that I see what y'all have. I can work with these type of guys to get the most out of them, and then as they develop, I like it. Do I think he's going to be by the time this team becomes a championship contender, the coach is going to take us to that route? I don't know about that, but for what we have now, I think he's appropriate.
Mm-hmm. How many years did he sign for?
I'm not sure, brother.
Yeah, they didn't announce it. First of all, hey, man, Beast, we got him in. What's going on, brother?
Shit has got to work. Early.
I can tell. I can hear you smashing.
Now I'm hungry as shit.
Yeah, he agreed to a 5-year deal.
Oh, okay. He agreed to a big time for 5 years? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good. Give him at least 3 of that to do his thing.
That's
I'm glad you came on here and clarified some of the things about him, because I was still trying to figure him out a little bit as a coach, and I think I got a better pick on him. So I'm definitely glad you came on this panel, man.
I'm glad y'all have me.
Hey, Mandy's, man. Look.
Glad to support y'all, brothers.
Always,
glad you have me.
Always.
Oh, always, bro. We all appreciate you being in the chat, man. But I was about to ask Mandy real quick. What you thinking about everything overall from the draft, the coaching hire, the K extension, Tobias Harris.
What do you think about what he like to call Pistons?
Peace stains. I call them peace stains. I'm calling them
So,
peace stains.
I've been calling them peace stains for years. The peace stains.
Look at man, be
Look,
funny as hell.
like the draft. I'm not. I ain't gonna say I like it or hate it. But we need to shoot it up.
I agree.
And I felt we didn't get that, but it'll be all right. I mean, I guess, like I said, we just said Bickerstaff could deal with a team with a bunch of non-shooters. So we're finna see.
And two, as far as like, I don't know, bring it back to Tobias.
Hey, y'all take control of the show. I'll be back, guys.
All right.
You heard what I said?
No. Say it again, Brody.
I said Tobias Harris. I'm not happy with that move. He's old as hell. Two, he don't play no defense. 3, I know y'all disagree, and I heard somebody said they don't like Jada Ivey, which I disagree with. Well, y'all you don't like him, but I like him. I still got hope for Jada Ivey.
I was saying you said that I was saying that Jada Ivey was on some bullshit or he was a bust or something. I never said that. I just said this nigga need to slow down because his speed is just crazy. He be looking lost out there. He look like he don't know what the fuck he doing.
That I agree with.
My thing is
that's what I said.
Y'all praise K like K really out here changing this fucking organization. He ain't changed shit.
No, nobody said he's changing the organization.
He got signed.
Who can change anything with the current makeup of the team?
The king of turnovers. Okay, all right, got you.
We just talked about the turnover disparity with Ivy and Cade. Because Ivy and Cade essentially
do more.
Ivy, no, not necessarily. It doesn't. So one averages 3.4, one averages 2.5. You both round up and round down to 3. The issue with that is Jaden Ivey has literally 11% lower usage rate and has the same amount of turnovers as Cade. And it's often playing in isolation without having any ball pressure put on it. He's not a point guard, man. He's not a primary ball handler, man. And to be real with you, this is what's that one brother, man, from Locked On Pistons, Kuka Heel or whatever. Want to be emotional sometimes. Like, look, look. Actually, I like the young man, bro. I support any young man that's out here doing something. Just like I support this dog, no matter whether I agree with anybody on the panel or not. At the end of the day, brother, this is black men and have an intellectual conversation. So I'm always gonna support y'all, man.
Yeah, bro.
But what I see with that argument is, dog, he was right about this. Why do we within this fan base have a tendency to prop up lesser players when we have when we actually get a guy? We finally with K, bro. After 30 years of not getting a number, or 35 years after not getting a number, we finally got a guy. And now we trying to act like lesser dudes, which is what Ivy is, which is what Dern is, which is what Asar is, need to be accommodated because of him. No, we need to accommodate the guy. That's how you build around the guy. You don't. When D Rose got to Chicago, man, they were evaluating all those players. If Luol Deng couldn't play with D Rose, as established as he was as a good player, you still got to go. If Joakim Noah couldn't play with D Rose, as established as those guys were established. Those guys were good players, known commodities. But if they couldn't play with D Rose, got to go. Carlos Boozer couldn't do the pick and roll with D Rose, got to go.
I can't let K off the hook off of 14 wins. I'm sorry.
I can't either. Nobody's letting him off the hook.
Nobody's letting him off the hook.
But when you got a whole team that's injured, it's nothing you can do on that.
Tell you. So, but let me ask you this, Man Beast. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
No, go ahead, brother.
Man Beast, let me ask you this, man. If you put Scotty Barnes on this team, do they win more?
No.
With the same supporting cast, do they win more?
Scotty Barnes, he's worse than Cade to me.
Okay, all right, bet I agree. So, because all those guys out of the classes are worse than Cade. If you put Evan Mobley on this team with the same supporting cast, do they win more? The same coach, the same GM that doesn't know what the hell he's doing, all the other stuff. Do they win more?
Not much more.
Not at all. Jalen Green, if you put him on the Pistons, right? Jacker Green. The only reason why Jalen Green was getting minutes because you have an experienced coach in Ime Udoka that know how to rein that BS in. If you put Jalen Green on this team right here, by himself, same situation. Dudes that can't shoot, can't defend, and you getting double and triple team every game because the defenses don't respect your teammates.
You're right. They'll win 10 games.
They win 10 games. So once again, bro, who do we put on the team to where we blaming Cade for 14 wins? What that tells you right there is that's not Cade's fault.
I'm not blaming Cade for the L's like that. I'm just saying, but he can't. You can't exclude him from the criticism either, though. That's what I'm
not. And that's the thing. We're not excluding him from the criticism. We saying everybody's criticizing that. I'm going from the coach. I'm gonna do further than you. I'm going from Tom Gores on down to the fucking GM.
Yes,
on down to the coach.
Yes,
on down to the team. If the GM ain't telling the team, ain't saying, coach, here, look here, man, we hired you for a reason. We hired you to come here and do a motherfucking job. You're not doing your job because look at our record. Our record speaks for itself. You're not out here doing your job. If the GM ain't getting on the Tom Gores ain't getting on the GM ain't getting on the coach ain't getting on the team falls apart as a whole.
No leadership.
Everybody is accountable.
Hey, Tay, how can you get on somebody and all you doing is tossing t-shirts?
Okay. You answer my question. If he ain't giving a fuck about the team, why the fuck should Monte Williams give a fuck about the team if he not giving a fuck?
I agree.
Monty Williams didn't give a fuck. He ain't give a fuck.
Fucking Troy Weaver should have been telling niggas because the nigga told him Troy Weaver getting mad because a fan told him to do his fucking job. Go get him kicked out of LCA. Nigga, you don't even own LCA.
Hey, look, bro, he didn't even get kicked out.
Control this team.
He didn't even get kicked out, bro. He sat his ass right back down. Troy Weaver sat there pouting, bro. We was there. He didn't even get kicked out, bro.
Fuck up, man. People don't even respect me, motherfucker.
Hey, Chase, bro, he too weak to even follow through on that.
Right, he too weak. He can't even get a nigga legitly thrown out the stadium. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga can't even legitly get a nigga thrown out. So if you ain't even got control on the fan base, you damn sure they got control of your locker room. So there you go. That's why he's no longer here.
I agree with you on that.
Because they like, man, the fuck is this bullshit, bro? We can't do shit. We just sitting here looking stupid as hell. And that's why I respect the Lions more than I respect the Pistons. Because like I said, if you go back and look at all my videos, I've been telling y'all every time I talk about the Pistons, these bastards gonna be rebuilding for the next 10 to 20 years.
I agree with that. I think Trajan's the right guy.
Trying to find pieces, and they trading key pieces away, and they are letting key pieces go. And then look, like that's a deep bay trade. Didn't understand that shit.
Nope. Stupid as hell.
Didn't understand it. Didn't understand it at all. To this day, I still don't understand it.
It's nothing to understand, man. It was just stupidity. It's like what you're saying, bro. Incompetence from the very top, man. Like we already have Jalen Durant.
That's what happened. We get these incompetent ass niggas that come over here. Now, say he was at the Warriors, right? Say this guy he was from the Warriors, right? He done build up the Warriors, right? He come over here, and then this motherfucker get over here and act like he just forgot how to fucking do shit 5 minutes ago when he signed on the fucking dotted line to be here.
Well, see, this is the thing, though, dog. This is where, because I go back to some of these, what they would try to label as DEI hires. As much as I love to see brothers in representation and leadership, man, can we get some smart heads to get some of these jobs, dog? Because every time, this is what happened. If we already a minority struggling to get these jobs, right? Bro, let's be real about it. Troy Weaver get in there and does a record-setting terrible job. Not just a bad job where we can say, bro, it's been other white GMs or white this. No, nigga, you do a record-setting poor job. Like we ain't ever seen this season like this poor job. And then therefore now what? We don't this is what happens when y'all brothers get into these jobs.
Hey, how many games the Pistons lost in a row? Like 28 games or some shit?
Bro,
28, 29.
They won a whole month worth of games. They didn't even they did not win a single game last season in November. At
29, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Or December.
They didn't win to what? Like
January something. Yeah.
Yep.
The fuck? So you mean to tell me y'all lost almost 2 months worth of games and then y'all finally winning a month? Like bro, and remember what I said back in my videos? I gotta apologize because I thought they was gonna lose the whole season.
I think everybody thought that.
I was like, what the fuck? And if my mama was alive, listen, bro, Art, my mama was a big time Piston fan, bro. She was a big time Piston fan. I'm talking about, well, watch these bastards lose on TV. I mean, in person at the Palace and drive her ass back home and watch them lose after you just sat there and watched them get their ass bust live.
I'm sorry to hear she gone too, brother. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she'll be rolling in her motherfucking grave right now, and she seen this bullshit. She'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Hey, listen, hey, Tay. Imagine being a season ticket holder and you gotta watch this shit every game.
Nigga, like you need to call Sam. Like you need to call Sam to get some compensation, dog. You deserve compensation, dog.
Don't give me no compensation.
No.
Hey, Tay, all they gonna tell me is that's what your ass.
I've been a season ticket holder since this, and I've been watching this bullshit. Give me all my losing season money back. And I got receipts, motherfucker. I got receipts.
I got receipts, but it still ain't helping.
You ain't call Sam. You need to get off this shit. Get on this shit while you on here. Call Sam and say, man, I need compensation. I've been a Piston fan since this long. These motherfuckers, you see this shit. They've been losing all this time. I deserve all my season ticket money back. And I bet you got over $5,000 or $6,000 worth of season tickets.
Hey, more than that. Class action
also
law too.
100 shit. I was saying fired Monty Williams in October.
Yeah, you was. I was too. This big caramel milk dud head having ass didn't give a fuck. This motherfucker was just out here just.
Bro, and it was obvious the dude didn't care, man. But you see, look, this is where I give Tom Gores this credit, man. I give Tom Gores this. And it's to me about the only thing he's done correctly since he's been the owner here. At least Tom Gores manned up and took care of that himself. He didn't pass it off to Trajan to fire him, nothing like that. At least he didn't double down.
Man, he had no choice.
Oh, yo, he had a choice, bro. When you sit up there, you invest $80 million into a dude. Most of these billionaires going to double down with ego and will cut their nose off to spite their face. They're going to double down with ego or go hire guys to deal with the problem that they made. At least Tom talking about he going to bring a dude in and actually stop trying to micromanage some of these guys, man. They said Trajan, the illest dude on the market. He actually let Trajan come in and do his thing. And look, I ain't going to leave none of my mistakes behind for Trajan to come here and have to deal with. So I do respect Tom for that. At least he balled up and took care of that business because that's what he should have been doing.
He balled up because he had no fucking choice. That shit was looking stupid as hell. You send another nigga to come here, and then he got to make the choice.
He had a choice.
He had a choice.
Yeah, he had a choice with that Don Julio. He had a choice already.
Exactly. That motherfucker be look, Art, I hate to tell you this. This nigga don't give a fuck. This nigga, I've been to Piston games. This nigga literally sit here and drink beer, and drink whatever, and be toe up. He don't give a fuck because he get free drinks at fucking LCA Arena. He don't give a fuck.
I took my nieces to the game last year, bro. That boy was straight zooted. My 8-year-old niece stood up there looking like, hey, is he drunk? I swear. A child recognized that boy. He's gone.
He fucked up, bro. And he don't. That's why. And when you drunk, what you do? When you drunk, you don't give a fuck. You just hoping nobody blow. You hoping nobody blow your buzz. That's what you hoping.
Look, man, look. Tom Gores be so drunk there. That boy be saying straight gibberish, speaking in tongues, man. Swear. K hit a 3 score. No. Baba B. Swear.
Dude, I've literally seen him drunk in person before.
Yeah,
I have too.
Sweaty drunk.
They asked him the questions about the draft and all that shit was before what you gonna do with K and all this shit. He looked, man, he acting sober. He like, what you asked me? He asked that shit a couple times. Like, no, bitch, you
fucking sober. That nigga was drunk as fuck, bro. The fuck? I think this nigga drunk in person too. And that nigga be I was like, I even told my friend, like, look at this drunk motherfucker who got a nerve to be having on a motherfucking leather coat. Nigga, you in a fucking building with heat, you dumb motherfucker. Like, you don't realize the fuck, nigga, this is not a Red Wing game you in. This is not a Red Wing game you at, my nigga.
Hey, man. I gotta join more of these because this dude chase money as hell.
No, man, that shit be pissing me off, dog. It be pissing me off. These niggas come here, bro.
We see this bastard drunk.
Bro, listen. Would you want to? Hold on, listen. Hold on, Art. Listen. Would you want to come work for a nigga that's already drunk?
Nah, of course not.
Nigga, I'm going down the court balling, and this nigga drinking, and this nigga pissy drunk.
But see, that's also that could also be a part of the issue that players have with looking at Detroit as a destination, man. Because once again, top to bottom, we look a mess.
Yeah, because we got a fucking drunk ass owner who don't obviously give a fuck, and then when he try to give a fuck, it's like, man, get your retarded ass on. You out here looking stupid as hell. Like
the other day, they was asking them questions and shit.
So you tell me a question.
He never talked about basketball in his life. He was dumbfounded in the motherfucker.
Hey, look, hey, Art. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you another question, Art. So you look at our record. Do our record? Would you want to come to a 16 and something record?
No. That's my point. That's my point. Hey, look, that's what we on the same page with that. That's my point, man. That's why we got to draft and build these guys that we want. We have to reestablish a culture here, man. In order to attract real free agents next time around.
If the Detroit Pistons drafted me this year, they'd be like, Dante Chase going to the Detroit Pistons. I'm crying, nigga. I'm crying. I'm about to be the biggest diva bitch. I want to go. I don't want to play here. I ain't showing up to no practice. This is bullshit. I'm not gonna play here for that. No.
Hey, Tay, hold on. The landlord came in the building. He wanted his rent. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get you, Bree. No, I was about to say I'm glad we having fun, but y'all know how YouTube and these social media come in.
Man, YouTube, man, you know what? I guess I'm gonna develop a beef with YouTube too, because YouTube already banned one of my videos because I ain't even say shit to the bitch. The only thing I told her is her tits wouldn't get apart, and I got banned.
Oh, YouTube? Oh, man.
Yeah. I said it worse. I called her.
Oh, Manby said worse. Manby said worse. And Manby's video didn't get taken down. My video got took down. All my shit got took down. And I'm like, bro, I just said, they talking about, oh, you threatened her. I don't know how her titties wouldn't get her far was threatening her. I don't know how that's saying I'm gonna beat you up.
No, you said some stuff. No, I remember what you said. No. Your ass forgot that you was like, we'll get some people in Detroit come get your ass out of there, son. You said because she said some bullshit. You didn't like it, so that's what you said. They took that as a threat.
I don't remember saying that. I remember saying her titties wouldn't get her far, and then I wake up to a morning.
Because your ass be going off. You be going off so much.
I called her something else. I called her a CG.
Manby told her worse. He told her she sucked dick with A's on the tip, all type of shit. But his video ain't get yanked. My shit got yanked right the fuck down, and I got a warning. Like, hey, you can't do that. Oh my god!
Yeah, let's hope.
Man, look. All I know is, I just hope Tom Gores don't do the unthinkable. I hope this drunk bastard don't try to make the team suck. So people could be like, because I know he probably listening back to these podcasts and hearing fans like, man, just sell the team to somebody else because you don't give a damn. And he probably, I just hope you don't try to move these mother. That's the only thing I hope you don't try to do with this drunk ass. That's it. I just hope you don't try to move him because they already talking about trying to bring the shot back after they move him, which I don't understand how you gonna move a 3-time championship team.
They've been moved like 5 times already.
Right, they're in Dallas now. They went from fucking us to Tulsa to they went somewhere else. And then
speaking of the shots, bro, congratulations to Swin Cash. I believe she became the senior president of the New Orleans Pelicans or something like that. I think she's the first woman.
You talking about Molester's daughter, huh?
No, he's talking about Swin Cash. He ain't talking about Cheryl Ford.
No, Cheryl Ford.
Oh, Cheryl Ford?
Yeah, that's Cheryl Ford is Carl Malone's daughter.
Yeah, I know that pedophile. That
I said
pedophile.
swing ass.
He can't even talk shit to his daughter. He be like, "Shut the fuck up." She be like, "Dad, 3 rings, 3 rings, 3 rings."
I heard
See,
he was a deadbeat
conversation
too.
over.
He was a deadbeat for it.
Can't even whoop her ass, bro. She be like, "Dad, I got 3 rings. You couldn't even get your 3 rings. Do you got one?" Nope. Conversation over. Now he want to slap the shit out of her because he can't even argue with her because it's the truth. She got 3 rings to your none. Them Christmas conversations awful. She like, "Dad, look, I got you a
did
ring."
y'all answer this question? Real quick, did y'all answer this question about no chance of D-Book ever?
Hold on, the landlord talking. Go ahead, no.
You know, Reed, don't put yourself in Daryl's statuses, okay? He the only one that was supposed to get a beating today. I don't know, maybe he got to come at you.
Hey, make sure he got his Modelo. Make sure he got his Modelo.
Man, I ain't had a Modelo in quite a few weeks. Or the cheese.
We know.
I ain't had cheeses.
You need one. That's why you acting like that. You need one. He on a Modelo. He on a Modelo crisis, boy. He on a Modelo relapse, boy. You need one. You need one, no. You got to get a Modelo.
Anyway,
you're not yourself.
So y'all think we ever gonna get? Y'all ever think sometime, maybe not right now, but like a few years from now, some of the things change for Pistons, then we go get D-Book?
No.
You ever think he go home?
No. This is why though, because you got to try to place him with Cade and all that shit, and him and Cade both played it too. So you gonna have to try to figure that out. I mean, I don't think D-Book would care about playing the guard.
I don't want Booker, man.
And a lot of people don't want
straight
Booker.
On that, yeah. I'm good on Devin, man.
He's not a good fit at all.
I'm good on Devin.
And two.
All right, so let's get into the final thoughts because like I said, I got a lot of stuff to take care of. And
what's that noise,
very
bro?
eventful show. I have no idea.
No, turn the TV down, man.
That's not me.
No, that ain't me
that,
neither. Somebody driving? Somebody driving? Somebody driving. Hey, I might start a podcast after this, though, y'all. If y'all want to hop in, I might definitely do one after this because we can still go on from there when they end this one. I just pop up and put it in. Hello?
Yeah, we here, brother. We can hear you.
Yeah, I might do one after they end this one.
So, final thoughts. Let's start with you, Dante, since you already talking. Let's get into final thoughts real quick.
Number one, drink a Modelo after this, please. Yeah, man. My final thoughts, man. Like I said, Pistons. Unless they get, I'm gonna give this guy a chance because he look like he trying to do some shit. So I'm gonna give him a chance. I hope for the better, but I'm prepared for the worst.
Trajan Langdon.
That nigga sound like a porn movie. Get down with the Langdon, bro.
He do sound like an old ass porn star,
right?
With the musty mustache.
That boy got that dirt Bigner mustache. Get your ass on.
I ain't gonna I'm gonna get with my shit. Die like a motherfucker.
Man, we ain't got problems. Shit, these peace stains got problems.
My shit about to die.
Your shit like life support.
Any last minute words though?
You said what?
Any last minute words you want to get to this game?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't nothing to say.
Okay. All right. Our Angel, our big special guest of the day, man. Like I said, he was hot fire the second you stepped on here. I didn't even realize that she was on the show yesterday until it was already up because nobody told me they was going live. AKA Daryl, which I got hit out for him later on. But
man, Daryl don't do that shit because
yeah, man. Daryl being Daryl, man. But yeah, our Angel, what you got for the people? Final thoughts, homie?
I mean, I said let's just sit back and see what Trade is going to do. See how this off season shakes out, man. Watch out for certain moves, etc. And then I just think let's go into this next season with an open mind, man, about what gets done over this off season, and see how it shakes out before we jump to judgment. Let's see how these guys gel under a coach that really wants to be here, and let's look for the long term, man, because there's no short term solution to the mess that we're in.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, that's a good perspective, man. Again, man, appreciate you. Like I said, you got
your kickboxing, bro.
Appreciate the support.
What up,
And
bro?
let us know when you got some events coming up.
Oh,
I
definitely.
show some support for you, bro.
Without a doubt,
Yeah, I
I should
know. What's
invite
your
September if
channel?
everything goes.
Oh yeah.
works out.
Oh man. Speaking of that, you gotta join. I don't know if you is, but you gotta join the Facebook group and for our D313SP and our page, man. We'll put it out there for you if you ever need it. You know what I'm saying? Breed, I know
appreciate that, man.
Get with him on that, man. Yep, for sure. Breed, you gonna give final thoughts?
Yeah, man. Like I said, like the Bickerstaff hire. Let's see what he do. He's good with coaching guards. See what he did with Garland and Mitchell. Just wait to see what he does. Tobias Harris, man, hey, I'm cool with it. Let's see what he does.
Man.
I'm all for the Pistons, man. Even this might not be probably ain't gonna be a playoff team. Probably not gonna be a play-in team. But it's just a team that we just gonna watch to see, be a better team and see how healthy they are and see if they're disciplined team. You know what I mean? So it's just all about just watching that, see if they improve. And hopefully they don't get the number 5 pick again in the next year draft. You know what I mean?
Right.
But and we just got to be optimistic, man, with the draft picks. Man. I know a lot of people are not happy with the draft picks. Let's see how things go with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Hey, I'm gonna drop a freelance after this. So if y'all want to jump in, I'm gonna leave a link for y'all to jump in.
Just don't drop no dimes, brother.
Huh?
No, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a link right after he shut this down. I'm gonna start one up and I'm gonna drop a link. So y'all want to jump in? I'll leave the link in there so y'all can jump in.
For sure.
Yep.
I gotta head out, fellas. I appreciate y'all for having me. I really do.
Yeah, we appreciate having you on, Art.
Okay, man.
All right,
Yeah, for sure, bro.
So y'all be blessed,
anytime,
man.
Anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
you too. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you final thoughts from No Miss J.
Well, with that being said, as the landlord, as I've been called today,
No Miss J, you have the floor, young man.
So pretty much everybody,
just rent is due, and it's the first, nigga.
Just understand, everybody. Yeah,
like, your rent due, motherfucker.
All right. So we clearly in the same state that we were with the Lions in 2021 when Dan Campbell and the guys got here, because everybody just didn't have no promise for the team at that time. A lot of people didn't know what he was going to be as a head coach, and then nobody knew what the direction was going to be. We just were told a good speech, and we had to hope for the best. And I think that's where we are right now at this point with the Pistons. A lot of bleak things and a lot of stuff we're not feeling, but we have to just give it time. At this point, as fans, that's all we got is time to see what's going to happen. We know what's to come for the most part when it comes to win loss record. The whole thing we need to do is see that the team can play competent basketball consistently, and whether it wins come with it or not is up in the air. But as far as that, I like the coaching hire for the most part. I like Tobias Harris is an up in the air signing, but it is what it is. It's not meant to be sexy. We weren't going to get that because that's just our situation. I did want somebody more defense, but it is what it is. So far as that though, man, we go keep our eye on the Pistons and stuff like that. Off the record, by the way, Red Wings I think have retained Patrick Kane, I think, which I'm kind of happy
Yes.
about.
Yes.
Just throw that out there. So let's go Red Wings. Other than that, man, make sure y'all join that Facebook group, the D313SP Facebook group, and like the D313SP Facebook page as well, and follow it, man, and join the group, man. We got some things we cooking up. I know it's been a lot going on because we all been dealing with work and life and health, so y'all got to bear with us. But other than that, man, yeah, man, we got more stuff coming for y'all. Obviously, training camp is around the corner with the Lions, so we go dip our hands and say we go keep updates with this team here at the Pistons, and there go the group right there, y'all. Yeah. So make sure y'all like, man. You gotta hit the like button. I can't stress that enough. If you in this chat, listeners, you gotta hit the like button. You gotta hit the subscribe button. But more important than that like button, man, that notification bell, because it lets YouTube know that y'all interested in watching us. And the only way we go be able to consistently get this out there, and is when y'all hit that like button. That's the only power y'all. That's the power we have is the like button. So just make sure y'all do that, man. And you know what? With that being said, I'm known as Jay. This is the New Breed, and we out here, Coach. Peace out.
Yes, sir. We're gonna start the Nomas J